me make the left, I assume you're alright.
Do it.
Yes, I will kill it with fire.
Do it. Get him.
Hit him.
Mike Wazowski, you didn't turn in your paperwork last night. Don't let it happen again.
I'm the one who
No, Mike actually is in the call. Okay. I was going to say, I thought you were just doing voices. To be fair, I was in the middle of calling Kai.
Pieces.
Alright. How much does everyone remember from last session?
We fought a drain golem.
Yeah, I think
Well, before
the
that-
entire session was just us fighting the life drain goal.
Well, there was a part before that where we summoned the golem to fight the life drain golem, in which that golem died.
Yeah, you guys fought waves of enemies for that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't it like keep us
And then I
safe
essentially cast
from
Dominate
his like?
Monster on a dragon, and it got really
Don't
pissed
tell
off
me
and
in
nearly
the
killed me.
lava for the 50th time.
Didn't the what's his name's golem keep us safe from like the drain or like most of it or something
Yes.
Until it died.
until
Until it died.
it stopped.
But by the time it died, it already took out a massive chunk of its HP pool.
Mhm.
It's okay. If everyone's dead, Swobo could just keep fighting with no life left to drain.
Also, I didn't, I don't think I've ever told you guys what its HP was when you fought it.
Oh no.
I mean, it had 125 HP. However, its overshield pool was over 50,000.
I was like, what the? Wait, what?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, wait, what? 125 is like one attack.
Ha, ha, I guess. But
If I
no,
crit.
it had over 50,000 temporary HP.
And how much did the golem do?
What? Which one?
Not, the first dead golem. Not
What,
the second dead golem. The one
the
right
one
here that we can see.
Oh, this is the one that sacrificed itself?
Yeah.
45,000 damage.
So we dealt 5,000?
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Feels good, man.
I like how you said we as the bard talking to the paladin and the barbarian.
It's like probably the only circumstance there'll ever be double crits in this session.
We did double crits.
We did double
Yeah.
crits?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He was allowing us to our crits to quadruple damage.
I'm a spellcaster.
They're automatic crits, and then you were rolling natural 20s, which means they crit again.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's why you guys did 5,000 damage to the golem.
Yep.
Which also meant that if the golem... actually, no. That's why he killed the other golem. It's because he basically sunk massive amounts of his own HP to hurt the other golem. Alright. So, I guess while we're doing that...
That
Congratulations.
was the recap.
That is the recap. You guys
Yeah.
killed the Light Drain Golem. The massive threat to Micronesia that kind of leveled the whole fucking country is gone.
And so
Now.
You're welcome.
So what are you guys planning on doing now? Now that
Good question.
the threat's taken care of.
So, that life drain golem and everything, we call it under new management.
It's in the afterlife. There's no management there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's dead now.
That's why
So
they
somebody
call it
else has to terrorize the rest of the government.
Yeah, it's dead now. Does anyone have a resurrection spell? That would be useful to have on our side.
Ooh, good point.
Ow.
I think we should try and find Way Splitter.
Yeah, go
Nope.
train Gold Splitter.
I was gonna say we have the thing that to kill him with.
I mean, sort of. I don't necessarily
I'll
know.
go brain spiders.
Hello, brain spider.
He's brain
You
spider.
didn't miss much. We pretty much just went over the recap, which is not much either.
The recap was we killed the life drain golem. Anyways.
True.
You helped create a golem, and then the golem killed itself to help kill the life drain golem. So
Good session. Good session.
now you guys are
See
trying
you
to
guys
figure
next
out
time.
what to do next.
And the
Voted
important part
for
is the
trying to find Wellsler.
I mean, part of it should be that we should probably walk back into the town and tell them that we're okay.
Yeah,
And then yeah,
and
we'll just
also tell the
never.
citizens of Margrasia that their country has been saved.
and who
They
cares
might be
about
happy to know that.
Yeah, it's not completely safe though. You still have other threats all
Yeah,
around
Paxy's still
Margrasia.
here.
It's
Yeah.
true. Patient 0.
Oh no. No, we killed Patient 0. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, Paxy's alive.
Yeah, but now you have the other threats that exist in Margrasia, and it's not the Life Drain Golem.
Yeah, but those ones can die. The Life Chain
Oh.
Golem didn't really die.
So you're saying we should have waited longer for the Life Drain Golem to kill all of those before we fought it?
Yeah, but the Life Drain Golem was coming straight for you guys since you went within its proximity, and it was like, oh yeah, there you are. Marks all of you, except Paxy.
Natural 20, sucker!
So yeah.
Maybe it just decided you were
Yeah,
a friend.
because it's on the same side as Paxy.
True, true.
Who knows?
So
I guess we can go back to the village and tell them that we succeeded if we feel that that's important enough.
I mean,
Maybe they have a reward for us.
I would just
All
start
right, let me
walking
open Chat GPT so that way I can come up. So it can. I mean, I can come up with the song.
You already did yesterday.
Ruh-roh.
Well, that was our fight music. Now we gotta celebrate our victory
Of course.
and be known throughout the land as the people, the degenerates who saved the world.
So you guys are looking to head back to the village?
Maybe.
I will not have you guys transition through multiple maps. Instead, I will cut straight to the village.
It's very
Oh,
kind of
thank
you.
you.
Save your asses. Give us money. I do not actually say.
I do.
Immediately, your alignment changes. All of your paladin levels go away.
Let's say 3.5.
Oathbreaker is still a thing in this game. Alright, you guys are in the village.
He's an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Wait,
He's
is this-
never claimed to be good.
Is this the crazy village that's like on fire?
Yeah, I mean,
It's the burning village. It's the volcanic village. Yes.
he's traveling around with us. If doing bad things was removing him from being a paladin, like, he'd be long screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he already has a
several
main
occasions.
objective.
Is anyone still here, or did they already leave?
They're dead. They're all dead. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Dedge.
We
They
can
all
just
got-
leave. Bye, guys.
They all got teleported into the astral plane, and they're all just dead.
But who actually wants to roll perception? I mean, I can.
Roll perception. I got it pretty well. Man. Where are they going?
Natural 20.
Okay, so you rolled a natural 20. Nice. They
You
are-
s-
You know exactly where they are. They are in Chelsar.
You see-
They are in the Underdark village.
you see villagers.
Alright, well, we should go there.
Seems like they used the magic to teleport themselves to safety while you guys were finding up the Life Drain Golem, and they succeeded.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I mean,
At
that's
the
like,
Underdark Village, is that the one where the one
the
creep
spider.
guy
All
giving
the
us
spiders.
stuff
Yeah.
after the robot area? With the
Yeah.
spider? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I thought. I suppose we could go there, but that's really far away.
I mean, that's basically directly in between here and Choluda.
It'd be really nice if somebody had a teleport spell. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
What a gosh darn. Oh, by the way, we level up? I think I asked this, but I don't think I got an answer. Do we technically long rest when we level up, or do we have
Yes.
to take? We do. Okay, cool. I figured that was a thing, but I didn't want to click it without that being a thing because it didn't actually do it. All right, I'm good.
Wait, can't
So-
teleport only work on some place that you're kind of familiar with?
I've
Otherwise,
been
you get
there,
like splinched.
5 times.
Yeah. I mean, it should work.
I've been to that Underdark village, and I know it like the back of my hand. I even know where that spider is that fucking Astorius tried to pet.
Have we ever teleported with Simon before?
Yes.
We've
Do
done
I
it once.
do I still
It was-
trust
It
him?
was very
It was a
unhappy.
short range teleport. It was the shortest range teleport ever known to man.
Yeah,
It was like 300 feet teleport.
but also, if I recall correctly, Acus, not that I know who that is, said that after you were done doing that, he could use transport via plants to teleport you directly to Witch Door, the place Simon hasn't been, to our knowledge.
Nope. But we
And
don't
all-
want to teleport there. We want to teleport to the Underdark.
Going to the Underdark place is, halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
True. So let's form up with the cart and the horse.
Yarp.
I like this plan. I'm happy to be a part of it.
So here comes the part where I roll, and the DM. Actually, no, I'll do the DM rolls.
We're dead.
You gotta roll a black hole saving throw.
Please, please, please don't roll one.
So you want to teleport?
It's
Black
I don't know,
hole.
D100. Let me see what. I gotta read the spell again. It's a long fucking spell. The GM rolls a D100 and consults the table. It's a lot more fun to roll it publicly, just saying.
All right. So you prepare to cast teleport. And what's your
Mhm.
destination?
I don't know the name of the camp, but I have been there many times. In the Underdark.
All right. The spell fizzles.
But
Oh, dip!
Huh.
It felt like something was interfering with the spell.
well, there goes my 7th level spell slot.
We're not salty.
Particularly, it seemed like the environment itself, not this specific area, but something in general interfered with the spell.
Maybe we should leave the cave before we try.
I'm pretty sure I know what it was. I mean, they had an anti-magic barrier. Maybe I should have thought of that before casting a 7th level slot.
That's fine. We'll just go the long way. It's good. We get some exercise. It's good for us.
I mean, necessarily going to get the next chance, but yes.
Oh, now we go out the other way.
I guess we're going to just travel the old-fashioned way, yeah.
Alright. Old-fashioned way. Also, why is this so weird looking? Whatever.
I'm
So-
probably not gonna be able to scout ahead anymore, given how fast Nessie is. But
Scout ahead,
Nessie.
even though you're... Yeah, Nessie is pretty much just as fast, if not faster.
Why would you
Exactly.
scout ahead when she has, and she can just, like,
I'm
astral
pretty sure-
projector herself and scout ahead while she travels? She's probably a ascended godhood.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nessie is level 20 in multiple classes at this point.
yep,
Alright, so you guys start making your way out of the tunnels.
Okay. We will.
Yes.
And Storius, you are moving ahead of the group, correct?
Can I? Am I fast enough?
I mean, Nessie can willingly slow herself down.
Okay, I will move ahead of the group then.
Keep in mind, she's all powerful. You separate from Nessie, you die.
Bro.
Nah, I
Also,
am paladin with awesome epic wolf.
If
Okay, as an awesome epic wolf fight Nessie, I think your wolf turns to mist.
I think if she thinks you disrespected her, she will vaporize you with her mind powers.
So roll perception, Astarius or Wolfie.
I'll do Wolfie so I get the bonus.
Hey,
Oh, he didn't
Mom,
heal from
where's
long rest. So he
Wolfie?
should... Wait, does he? Is he supposed to heal from long rest?
Everyone is. Everyone should.
Yep.
I don't know why D&D Beyond doesn't automatically do that. That's vaguely annoying.
I hear lots of clicking. Are you manually increasing the HP?
Yeah.
Wait, automatically do what? Make you long rest when you level up?
No, automatically heal my wolf when I click the long rest button, but it does not.
Oh.
Alright, so I get an extra +5 to the result, and I have advantage. So, bam! That was horrible.
Booyakacha.
+5 already added, I think? No, it had 9 to begin with, so that's 20. Not natural.
Alright. 15. That should be more than enough for your wolf to hear. Which Solus would then convey the information to you. It seems that Ruin hears many voices at the entrance.
The entrance of the cave where we exit. I mean, where the light triangle was.
The exit, the entrance of the cave, or exit in this case for you guys.
Oh, so that's what I thought. Alright,
This
continue.
is...
I don't know this
actually,
assignment. I'll
while
just
on him, I count for his stealth, so I'm going to attempt to sneak closer to the entrance of the cave and try to see what's going on. So, if I'm
So
not
roll stealth.
be ruin stealth. Might as well. Do I get advantage on that? I don't think so. No. Well,
That's unfortunate.
I am not stealthy.
No,
Ruin,
Ruin's not stealthy.
Ruin gets ready to go be stealthy. Trips and falls, lets out a loud yelp, and immediately you hear Solus say, "The voices have gone silent."
Oh no. Oh shit.
Alright, I'm gonna return back to the party and be like, okay, so there's someone at the entrance of the cave. I was trying to sneak up on them, but Ruin fell over a rock.
It's the best of us. Anyways, we go out guns blazing.
Can
Exactly.
That, or we
roll
could send the
stealth
rogue.
to approach the area where Ruin was just at?
Alright, you approach the area.
This one, right? This was where Ruin came from, or was standing at.
Yeah, where we came in. So at the
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna turn on my ring of invisibility. So I don't think that requires a roll, right?
No, but you should also roll for stealth, that way you're not
Okay.
heard while walking.
Understood.
But you have advantage. 13.
That's pretty bad. 13.
Okay, 13.
Wait, no, don't I have that one thing where it automatically makes it 10?
If you are proficient in it.
I am in fact proficient in stealth.
So
yeah, that'd be an 18.
Fucking hope so.
Nice.
Reliable talent is a very wacky ability.
Yeah, reliable.
I also have.
Strange.
So what I'm trying to do here is that my new feature is that I can determine the location of an invisible or hidden object as long as I can hear it. can I hear it?
Can you hear it?
I don't know. What is that? Perception?
That's a perception. So do you want to go to the entrance where the voices were coming from?
Yes.
Alright.
All right. So that's perception. One roll. That's all it takes. For 24.
So 24. So you are at the entrance, are you? You can hear faint noises coming from here
Oh,
and here.
all right. So I know the locations now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back inside and alert the party.
Alright.
Okay, and I will relay in 5 syllables. People under turfs.
Remember, you have 7 syllables as well.
And I point outside. I do have 7 syllables, but unnecessary.
Understandable.
I point outside when I say that, just to clarify.
Unnecessary is 5 syllables.
Back to this.
Look
Yes,
at
it
that.
is.
All right, does the party care about this information?
I mean,
You see
They
what
pro-
my options are.
They probably will, because for the record, are you, and by extension Mike, you were the only person I brought to that map. They could not see the rest of it.
I mean, if you're able to identify their location, then we can't get ambushed as easily.
I described it the best I could, and I tell Paxi, I point to those locations again. Paxi, go fireball. Wait, fireball. That's fine. Paxi, fireball, and I point that direction.
Wait a minute.
We can't see them on our map just yet.
Okay, well,
We're still in
he
the
points-
same. We haven't
Yeah,
left
so-
this cave,
yeah,
right?
we're inside the cave right now. Like, how far is this entrance?
Are we certain they're hostile?
I don't care.
That's a
Oh
good answer.
fuck.
We're just going off of the information he gave us.
Why,
You know,
why are
this
they hidden
is-
to begin with.
This is the only time RU has ever told me that something needs to explode, so I trust him.
Yeah, why would they be hidden?
Foolish choice. But anyways, continue.
Fireball.
Why would anyone in this party trust each other?
Also, for
Why
the
they
record,
standing
you
up?
do realize that this. Are you traveled at least 100 feet
Wait.
to get to
100
the
feet?
entrance?
I
Wait,
didn't
wait,
realize
wait,
it was
wait.
that far.
Pause on that.
Are you transitioned to a different map while you guys all stayed on the same map?
Okay.
Well, you came back, pointed in a direction, said fireball, and therefore Paxi's
Wait.
throwing a fireball 150 feet in that direction.
Do I know that the teleport fizzled?
Yes.
I mentioned it.
So the teleport fizzled. Why hasn't the rest of our magic ever fizzled in this cave?
Is it because
I mean,
after
someone's trying to
powered up
stop her.
the life drain?
I can roll Arcana.
Multiple.
So suddenly
Can't
I
confirm,
don't.
I'll get
I don't know if I believe that Simon has teleport. I don't think he does.
I rolled a 22.
22.
I believe it.
So, it seems like magic itself is working quite fine. However, when Simon tried to cast teleport, something interfered with it. Like just some sort of. What's the right word?
Damn.
Effectively, the atmosphere itself, there's some underlying tones of magic that seems to be radiating from somewhere.
Damn firewalls.
Interfered. Basically, teleportation in general seems to be.
Wait, what school of
going.
magic is
My spell was-
teleportation in?
Teleport is.
Isn't conjuration or something?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Does it? Oh,
Uh.
conjuration. Conjuration.
I
So I guess Paxi, he said fireball.
I mean,
Someone's interfering with my spells. It could be that. It doesn't tell me.
no,
who's
yeah, I'll definitely
interfering.
fireball him if I can go there and see the map.
Well, he said 100 feet down. You can just throw a fireball 150 feet.
Do you want to head to the entrance, Paxi?
And
Sure.
get ambushed.
Do you want to roll stealth, or do you want to just waltz right out?
Oh, this is one of those things.
Hey, Paxi, I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna help him out here.
Is it
I'll cast
greater?
greater invisibility on him.
Yeah, the invisible hand of death.
All right.
I'm invisible. And then fireball.
I'm fireballing the castle, which does not cancel his
Yeah.
stealth, by the way.
Is that 10 minutes or an hour? How long is
1
it?
minute.
Oh fuck.
So do it quickly.
1 minute, you said?
Yep.
Yes.
So you're going to start hastily making your way to the entrance?
Yeah.
You can get there and back in 30 seconds. So it'll be fine.
Look, Paxi's not very athletic, okay? He's probably gonna have to spend a second. He's gonna have to have a smoke break.
Oh no.
You...
Boop. Wait, is this outside? Or is this...
You are outside.
Oh, he's the only one who can see this.
They were at the
Yes.
entrance of the cave. They were outside the cave.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait! Oh, I can do this! It's a free action! Haha! Ishnok's Eyes of the Grave! Or inky nonsense eyeballs. True sight.
That's a sentence and a half. Inky nonsense eyeballs.
Ishnok's revealing gaze.
Alright.
What do I see?
You don't see anything right now. Unless you want to use perception, roll perception.
How the fuck balls did he see? Fine.
He didn't see anything.
No, I
don't
just
see
the
anything.
locations because I can hear them.
Hiya! Oh, 15.
15. You don't see anything.
Okay, where did he point?
He said there are two
Turfs.
areas.
Yeah, turfs.
There's
Turf.
two?
Point and fireball one of them.
Which do you think is more dangerous?
Well, Artie's not there, so you have to make it.
You have to make a snap judgment.
He pointed though.
Yeah, am I there with Paxi right now?
Yeah, he pointed it out and said, "Hey, fireball."
Okay, yeah, I followed Paxi then in this case, and then yeah, and I say,
So you'd follow Paxi?
yeah, I followed Paxi to show him the location.
Even when Paxi is told to fireball things indiscriminately, he needs a babysitter.
Look, yes,
Okay,
I need my handler.
Good.
so
I'm
I say in
glad I'm all
7 syllables, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one. I don't say that one. I just point to that one.
Alaka fireball.
So you cast Fireball?
Yes,
Oh, what the?
I did it already. So it's a dexterity of 21. I just killed like a preschool field trip of.
So, cast Fire Spell. How many Fireball?
Fire spell.
Fire spell.
Fire spell.
As you mutter the incantation,
Don't tell
you
me.
hear the voices speak up.
Yeah, of course they speak up. They're on fire.
But when you throw the fireball out,
Oh no.
you notice the fireball travels about halfway before curving upwards
Oh,
and slamming into something up here.
what?
Then
Damn school children and their arcana knowledge.
Oh, what the hell's that?
Kill them kids.
Then you hear one of the various voices start shouting out, "Spellcaster! He's invisible!" You can see they all start revealing themselves from their hiding spots.
Why would they reveal themselves?
Run back inside. I did. I run back.
I run back after him and I shout over my shoulder, "You're a terrible tactician!"
You just hear them just sound, "Halt!" As they're just running back inside.
No, thank you.
What if Artie is actually a genius tactician? He just can't convey his genius tactics.
I've been limited.
As I run in,
Oh my god.
and my my heartbeat is probably like 190 because I'm really out of shape. Guys, we have people coming.
What? I see.
Look,
Well, that-
Ryu said fireball, and I trust him implicitly, and it didn't
Oh.
work out.
How did it work out for you?
The fireball went somewhere else. I don't know. Never seen that one.
Alright.
I've been
I will
counterspelled, and this was not that.
I will stand near entrance, ready to participate in melee combat.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
go over here.
I will
Wait.
go and flank this side of the entrance with Ruin.
Did the
Sorry,
fireball like actually go off, or did it? You said it flew away and hit something.
It went
It
upward.
curved mid-direction, and then when it impacted something, did not explode.
That's unfair.
Weird.
Like, did it absorb? Did it just vanish? What
Uh,
was
you didn't quite see what the effect was, Paxi, but you did see a giant golem then step over from the roof of the cave.
oh shit. Now we have a spell drain golem. Shit. Well, actually, I,
I
don't
mean-
care about that.
You guys just hear the voice, "Stop! We mean no harm. Please lower your weapons and lower your spells."
We hear
Just
that
through the
100 feet
entrance of the
away?
cave, you just hear them shout.
How about
I like to roll insight.
you identify yourselves first?
After some silence, the voice speaks up. "We are a part of the spell hunters of the Boomy Theocracy.
Oh crap.
We mean no harm. We are currently in search for survivors and
We
refugees.
guys, we gotta
If one of
go.
you has a spellcaster,
All
maybe
right.
you're not one of those
Yep.
I can't go back to prison.
All right, yep, kill him. Also, they refer to us as abominations.
No,
for
they
casting
said-
spells.
No, they said we cast a spell, so we're not one of those abominations.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
You know what? I go with what Swobo heard. Kill him.
I mean, Paxi is an abomination, so.
This is true.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
true,
that's
actually. They called Paxi an abomination, then.
Yeah, I mean, Swobo would agree with that. So.
What? No.
Malgrin's just like looking at you guys.
Look, I'm a
So we
fiend, if
just
anything.
kill people on sight now.
Apparently, they had some
What do you
kind
mean
of
now?
bad. Apparently, they had some kind of bad experience with the Boomies Theocracy. To be fair, I haven't heard good things either, but still.
So,
Uh,
okay, listen. We've killed golems, we've killed machines, and eldritch monstrosities. Now we're just gonna kill people.
We will see.
You're only
Okay.
confused because you joined recently.
I will take a few more steps forward.
The DM is telling
I
us.
can guarantee you there are no survivors here, just a party of adventurers.
Hold my action. In case
The voice
something-
is silent for a moment before responding back. If you're a party of adventurers, then in the eyes of the Booby Theocracy, you are still survivors.
Well,
This is a very hostile land here. Migrasia, our neighboring country, has fallen. I implore you for your own safety, please come out. We bear no harm.
we have been able to handle ourselves this far, and I have little confidence in believing that you will not try to attack us for using magic.
Yeah, fuck off.
Normally, by
Good-
our
good
authority,
input there, bud.
attacking one with your own magic before speaking, it gives me every right to order us to strike you down.
You are invisible. Fuck off.
They were not invisible. They were hiding.
Yeah, they're just hiding.
Same,
Bang!
same difference.
Object permanence, object permanence.
However,
Actually, it does not have object permanence. Carry on.
after some silence, he kind of just speaks up again. I've been given strict orders to make sure all survivors are safe. So please come out.
No.
Your
We're
orders
safe.
are followed.
We're safe.
happened-
Please fuck
As
off.
long as you're around, we're not safe. Please leave.
What happened to Simon? What happened to Simon's insight roll?
Yeah, what?
When I rolled a 20. No, I rolled a 16 on insight. I can't read.
It sounds like he's telling the truth.
That's not very insightful.
I unfortunately cannot cast detect thoughts with my psychic powers, which makes me
Yes,
very
you
sad.
can.
Can you cast detect thoughts?
Pretty sure I can. Let me look at my feats.
Okay.
I would like to.
I do have detect thoughts.
Okay. All right, Simon. You and I will get a little bit closer. You will probe their minds to make sure that they are not shapeshifters or.
That sounds like a great way to make the boomies like you. Probe their mind with magic.
I thought they do not. Of course,
Wait,
apparently
what's the
you
range?
guys are all. Apparently you guys already got arrested by them, so I don't know what's going on here. I will take
They
a few more
arrested us
steps.
for existing.
I will
Hey.
take a few more steps forward towards the entrance
Well,
to the
pe-
cave.
You cast Zone of Truth, guys. I have that as a paladin.
That is actually a perhaps it's a better idea. Yes, Soul of Truth. Yes.
How far are they?
They
Very
are
far.
outside the entrance.
They are 100
Sorry.
feet away from us.
What is distance then if they're outside the
100
entrance?
feet. 100
I want to
feet.
walk that way because why not? I want to walk
Okay.
up there with. So
I'll
wait,
go
is it
walk up
down
there
to the
with-
bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Wolf are gonna walk up there together. So it'll be
I'm just
right
gonna walk
outside
up
the
there.
next map.
We're going to
I
walk
don't know where
towards
they'll be
them
standing exactly.
cautiously.
So how many people are going to the next map?
If we die, we die. If they
Yeah,
die, they die.
Fuck it. Let's go. Well, we're all going.
No, no,
Make it
Alright,
make it
okay.
easy.
I'll just
Are you
bring
not
the
going?
whole group then, including Betsy.
Cool.
DM, I would like to do an action while everybody's going to the entrance and I'm staying back.
All right, what's up?
I start burning all the paperwork that documented us burning down the Boomy Theocracy's prison. Yep.
Oh yeah.
We had
I still have
paperwork
all
about
of it.
that?
I
You
still
know what's
have all the
hilarious? That's
paperwork.
not there.
Confiscated
You know
all
who
of it.
has it? You
Dude,
want to
Wait,
know who has that?
Who?
Athenia.
Okay, well then it's not our problem.
Okay.
But I still have all the paperwork. I don't
Wait,
want
you had the paperwork?
Yeah, I just took a bunch of paper because you guys said take everything.
Yeah, that's true. You and Athenia both did that.
Alright.
I feel like we
Sorry.
wouldn't have needed to tell you to just take random objects.
That's
Oh.
true.
The fuck are those?
All right, I start
Anyway,
burning
They're,
paper.
they're
so-
anti-magic golems. Which, to be fair, is a bit of a oxymoron, but don't worry about it.
Does an anti-magic golem prevent me from casting Zone of Truth?
Probably. Potentially. Potentially.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Potentially.
Well, I'm in range, so let's see here. What's its radius?
A holy paladin doing holy
Okay,
thing.
15
Let
foot
me cast my
radius.
spell. Actually,
So-
let me word that differently. Hello, this is a holy paladin. He does holy paladin things. Let him cast his spell. I said that out loud.
Yep.
Character.
Yeah,
In
he kind of
character.
just like this guy just looks at you before looking at Astorius. So you have a paladin among your numbers. So not just spellcasters.
Hey, that's racist. Anyways, continue.
We do have a paladin among us. It's that one. He is Wolf.
He kind of just like takes a deep breath before speaking. Once again, I repeat. We are under words of the Bubisiocracy to find all survivors and save them from this current apocalyptic scenario that's going on within Margrasia. We have already rescued many other individuals who are currently escaping the monstrosities here, and currently we are simply gathering numbers to make sure everyone is safe.
We're safe.
We're
No
safe.
need for saving. Fuck off, please. Thank you.
This is also under direct orders from Lathrak Rin, so unfortunately,
I can't even spell that.
I don't know who the
pronounce
fuck
that.
you just said, but you're not in Boomies. Fuck off, please. Thank you.
Alright, I cast. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth, centered on Mr. Why am I blanking on Kai's character's name? Saint. There we go.
It is
Center
right
on
there on the
Saint.
screen.
it's
Right
alright.
there.
You cast Zone of Truth. The moment you start casting magic, you notice both of these golems start raising their fists, but then you can see this guy just raises his hand, just go, like. Then the golems stop. He willingly fails.
Oh, okay. I see what they're doing.
Right. So he has to tell the truth now.
Yes.
He can do it in as many roundabout ways as he wants.
All right, I step forward and I say, "Is seeking survivors your only goal?"
It is not our only goal, but it is our primary goal, our primary objective.
What other goals do you have?
Eliminating the monstrosities that are killing others indiscriminately, particularly those abominations that are from the far realm from where we gathered.
The shapeshifters?
That is correct, so you are aware of their existence.
They have been a thorn in our side several times, but we can deal with them.
I was say, well, I don't think you have any reason to be against us, for we just killed the Life Drain Golem, which was in fact a monstrosity who was killing others.
We did do that.
Life Drain Golem. You mean the monstrosity that has been killing all of our numbers while we were trying to stop it? You're responsible.
I think it sort of exploded a little bit, but we were able to find a very powerful magic relic.
We beat it up, yeah.
To destroy it.
We killed it.
Yep, we're the ones who destroyed it.
Okay, so
He kind of like stares at you guys. You.
Yes, that means we are stronger than you. Let us pass.
We had a bit of help.
Yeah.
It appears that this is far.
No, we had no help. We did it all ourselves.
When he says household, we'll just flexes.
That is valid. That is also major. That major factor. He's very good.
Very major factor.
Very good.
What he lacks for in size, he makes up for in the fury of how many halflings are you?
In
Like
width.
fury.
What he lacks for in height, he makes up for in arm width.
Yeah, I was gonna say what he lacks for in height, he makes up for it with
In thickness.
including the width of his brain, which is very width.
You're all under the zone of truth. Or at least, both of you, to say that you destroyed the Life Drain Golem and speak the truth. Then not only are the people of Margrasia in your debt, but the Burmese theocracy as well. You have abolished a terrible, terrible threat from this land.
I want to be pedantic. I think the people of the entire world are technically in our debt, but who's keeping score?
I am.
At that point, he kind of just like taps his chest and bows his head. In the name of the Pontiff, I thank you in his name.
Okay.
I nod
However,
to him.
this is something that I cannot just give an official report by myself, for this is something that far transcends even my own status as an elite spell hunter. I must personally implore and request of you to speak to Lathrak Rin himself and tell him of these recounts.
No, fuck off.
Is he like within the immediate vicinity? Because we have other things going on.
He is relatively close. We created a small fortification nearby in order to help rehouse any sort of refugees we've been managing to find before sending them on their way.
Well,
Since all of you are adventurers, we will not simply keep you.
And if we refuse,
you need, and then let you on your way.
However,
how do we know you can keep your ward?
I must admit, I have not been to the theocracy myself, but I have not heard amazing things about their treatment of outsiders.
Yeah, what he said.
I would like some confidence that we will not be incarcerated or conscripted.
there isn't. We say fuck off, and we refuse, and we go along our merry way.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Although Burmese theocracy is very strict on those who utilize magic within our borders, you are not within our borders, and thus its reach and rules do not outstretch to all of you.
Very well.
If you wish, I can swear upon the Pontiff's and Lord Sycon's name.
I don't care about your word. Your word ain't worth shit.
He's in the zone of truth. His
I-
word is
yeah.
worth
Yeah,
something.
he can yeah,
Look,
what about his
look.
life?
He
Wait,
literally
wait.
cannot lie. I also
Look,
want to
I'm
point
not.
out-
I don't doubt that he's not lying to us, but he's not the one who's going to end up stabbing us in the back at the end of the day. He's.
Alternatively,
I
you may
use
swear
my
on his name, but
I use my
I-
I will say, everyone, people. Some of you are not from this continent, I believe, so I will explain. People, many people take their guardian, their land's guardian dragon very seriously. Especially someone like this who is fighting for their state. They would not say such things lightly, especially when they cannot lie.
swear on their life
But
instead.
right, it's not about him though.
I send my psychic message to Paxi through telepathy.
God
I
damn it.
understand why you are apprehensive of these people. But if you can tell them that you helped save their country, that might be, how you say, brownie points?
I turn to the
They might be willing to
Hunter.
forget that time you burnt down one of their prisons and killed a bunch of their guards after you were wrongfully imprisoned by them. Or just
I'm
don't bring
assuming
that
this
up.
is through telepathy, right?
Yes, this
Yes,
is through
it's
telepathy.
I look at him and I say, like, let us confer with our companions before we make a decision. I
So
go
how
back
does
to-
telepathy work? Because I also have the ability to pass
He nods
telepathy.
his
Can I
head.
hear this?
And then he just raises his hand. Reveal yourselves. These people are no threat. And with that, you can see several of these guys get up from their hiding place.
Oh, fuck you! No! None of this!
So I will sort of huddle in and be like, look, I get it, I understand. I don't necessarily trust these people either. But if us telling them we help save the world, like, I think for you guys it's like the third time. -1 point for you, Patsy. Then I think
Sure,
It
that's
might-
fair.
Are you? Where the fuck?
it might be beneficial.
Are you's
people
gone.
To think that we are to have a positive opinion of us. Worst case scenario, they try to arrest us and we have to fight our way out. But we just killed one of the most powerful creatures to ever exist on this world, so I think I have confidence in our abilities.
How about this? I wish the life grain golem could have been unleashed on the Boomies instead of Margrasia,
Well, you
but sadly it
left-
wasn't.
I say telepathically, well, you should have left the bottle there. This is directly your decision.
Wait, fuck.
I
You just hear a very quiet, telepathic ooh.
Guys, I have a potential suggestion that may be amenable to everybody. There are obviously some here who, glancing at Paxi, who are definitely not fond of the Boomies theocracy and have had past and run-ins with them before. There are two members of the party, however, who have not dealt with them in any way. That is myself
Hi.
and that is Saint. We
What?
can go.
Hi. Hello?
Oh, you
Where are
haven't?
you?
I
Make a
wasn't
whisper.
there to that crew. Why would I know this?
Because I mentioned it
Wait.
before, I only traveled with them since my radio.
Okay.
Make a-
Re-
make a
real
whisper.
quick.
How are you?
In that case, so there's three of us who have not dealt with the Boomies theocracy. Why don't the three of us go and greet the king and potentially receive the reward that we may give, while the others wait at a distance
Alright.
in case we get into trouble.
Let me actually.
How are you?
okay,
Your invisibility wears off.
Can I would like to make a history check for something.
Or you might be dead.
No.
This is- yeah,
This
his-
golem
his-
is staring at him with glowing eyes and kind of see his invisibility forcefully wear off.
I played dead.
Roll performance.
Damn, are you dead?
Damn.
I would like to roll history to see if I know something. Is that a thing I could do? Can I metagame like that?
Sure. Know something about what
Okay.
particularly?
I want to. Well, he mentioned that to him, he didn't consider like holy magic to be spellcasters, like divine spell stuff.
Yes.
Do I know? Would I know? First of all, how the Boomies feel about divine magic and psionics more broadly, and would their anti-magic methods be able to affect myself and Astorius?
You're welcome to roll.
Okay. Did I press the button wrong? I pressed.
Arcana, religion, whatever you think it's most
Okay.
fitting.
Did it not send it? God damn it. I fucking swatched things too fast. I rolled a 19, so I got 23. On
23.
history. On history.
History. All right. So your knowledge on the Burmese theocracy is not really that much. However, what information you do have is centered around more of your home countries, like information they've gathered in case they were to go to war with the Burmese. And so, right now, primarily the Burmese theocracy's magic can handle all forms of magic, but it's more specialized and prioritized for arcane instead of divine magic.
Okay.
As for psionics, currently their magic does not have anything to involve with psionics because psionics is not magic,
That is fair.
so it cannot be hindered.
I think Simon's going, I guess, is up to him, although he is quite useful, dealing with many things. I think it is possible from what I know, their anti-magic weaponry, if they decide to turn on us, would be less effective against me, along with Astorius and Malkaran. So the two of us can go, or Malkaran can come, but I feel like he probably would prefer not to. And we can go speak with them on our behalf, and you all can go ahead to rendezvous with our allies elsewhere in the country.
At this point, Malcolm kind of just clears his throat. So, for the record, it's been a little while since I've been out and about, you see, besides just waking up out of nowhere. So, I'm assuming this Burmese theocracy you're all talking about is Burmesia, right? Or Burmesia, did they call it that? I think that's what they called it earlier.
I'm not clear on pronunciation, but I think you are correct.
At this point, this guy kind of looks at Malkrin. Burmesia. The Burmese theocracy hasn't gone by that name in quite some time. Who are you? Malkrin. Malkrin, everyone. Nice to meet you. I've been traveling around. Malkrin. As in Sir Malkrin, the Holy Light. Wait, hold on.
One and the same. We're really powerful. Fuck off, please. Thank you. Goodbye.
Tales have been spread of your deeds in Burmesia before we became the Burmese theocracy, of the amount of people you healed during the Great Terrible War. The fact that you're still alive. You, sir, you are a hero among our people. Please.
God, this guy doesn't understand. Fuck off.
Oh, I wake up. I
All right.
At this point, Malcolm's just like, guys, I'm a hero.
Oh,
Yeah, let's have him have his 1 minute of fame.
I slap him on the back. You have always been our hero, Malkaran.
Yes? Yeah.
Okay. You know, I think in this case,
I'm sorry.
in this case, I say we divide and conquer. Me and Astorius and Malkaran will go get the celebrate Malkaran, I guess, and us, and then you all can.
This guy wasn't going with the fuck.
I mean, we need to. We have Wolf. We can get around. You can. we need someone to go ahead. We need the people to know.
TM, can I roll? Fuck.
Perhaps look here. You guys go ahead.
What?
Insight on Malkaran. I want to see.
Roll insight.
If he's we've met several people that have been from the past who have somehow time traveled into the future, skipped hundreds of years.
They went into timeout.
Right. Wait. Do I know if Malkaran was one of them, or can I roll insight?
100% one of them.
Yes,
even straight up said.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I forgot that. Okay. So he's he's like Van Gogh coming into the future, realizing that everybody loves his paintings right now.
I liked that episode. That was a good episode.
Yes.
But yes. Okay. I say I will sort of convene. I think it is a good idea for us to split up, simply because if these people do slow us down, we need to relay what we've done to the Drow and the other people. If we can trust these people from the Burmese theocracy, they might be able to help us. But if not, I do not want to be delayed by them by too much. You guys go ahead. We will catch up.
What race is Saint?
You don't know. I have not taken off helmet. I'm still in your mind, and I'm like, why do you ask that? That's a weird thing to think right now.
Look, okay.
Racist,
There was a group of people from my continent long time ago, like several generations. They were called like the Nazi or something like that. That's like the Boomies, all right?
Oh, no.
They hate anybody that's not them.
Well, I mean,
no.
look, taxi. First of all, they said that their laws do not apply outside of their country, and he specifically said that when he could not lie, which means at least some people believe. Like, not only does he think that way, but it implies that at least he believes that other people from his country feel the same way. Moreover, even if they do try to attack us, they
Okay. Saint, I'm going to make this super simple. I'm going to go the opposite direction, and you can go to the Boomies, and I'm going to bet you 20 gold that this does not work out the way you think it does, and you have to fight your way out.
I offer him my hand. It is deal.
As somebody who just has telepathy, I want to pickpocket.
Is
If-
it
20 gold.
As long as we don't
Yep.
actually have to go through the Boomies theocracy, I don't care.
If you have to fight your way out to get back to us, if you have
I owe
to,
you 20
if-
gold. I owe you 20 gold.
yes,
I-
okay.
I feel like I'm needed
so,
for this.
Wait. So you're saying if this goes well for me, you owe people money?
No, I still think
If I get to fight a bunch of Boomies people, then you also have to pay money. This sounds like a win-win.
If you have to fight out of the Boomies camp, or fight against the Boomies people to get back to safety, you owe me 20 gold. And if it's the opposite, I owe you.
Alright, so that
doesn't
means
sound like a win-win.
yeah,
Then.
Swobo, that means if you fight people, I lose money and Paxi gains money. I still Simon, you have
So he either has to fight people or he gets money. It's a win-win.
What's up?
Wait a minute, no. But
No,
see,
no,
here's
but
I think
Me having the time would then be thwarted by Paxi winning a bet.
yeah, I mean, you can fight a lot of people. You can't prevent Paxi from winning a bet very often. Also, I still say we should split up just in case.
So you want the person with teleportation abilities to not be with the people who are going into enemy territory. Got it.
I mean, you have spent your teleportation. Something
So are they
prevents you
trying to
from
take
tel-
people
I have
into
more.
the Boomies territory?
You how many? Wait, you
Not
have
to
two-
mention the fact that they
That's a 7th
probably,
level spell slot. I had an 8th level slot.
Oh,
they
that's
probably
fair.
counter you.
Okay, look.
That is true. Also, they have anti-magic, so we would have to fight all of them if we want to use the teleport.
I don't presume to speak for Aryu. He can speak for himself occasionally, but the two people who are not your atypical bipedal humanoids, me, Aryu, might want to go away from the people who are hostile against non-typical bipedal humanoids.
That's just,
Malcolm just speaks. It's not a race thing. It's more of a magic thing. I was there.
I mean, but
Very magical.
have you met Psychon?
Yeah, but you also throw fireballs.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
It's in my blood, literally.
It is literally in his physically tieflings have the ability to cast small amounts of magic by default. Very
Their
strange.
blood cells are literally just tiny fireballs.
I'm also
This
a
is
half
accurate.
elf. I can technically do that too.
That is fair. Okay, look. Paxi does not want to go into the Boomies theocracy camp.
I wanna go.
Who wants to go with Paxi?
Oh.
Aryu raises his hand.
All right.
You are excused. You may go home.
Swobo,
Yeah, Aryu's blood is made out of
Whichever way
lightning.
Paxi goes, Slowbos is gonna go the other way.
that is fair. Simon, where are you going to go?
Dude, I mean, I'm a bard. My whole thing is like politics and
Let me
talking
ask,
things out.
let me ask a question then. Let me ask a question. I want to just clarify. Simon rolled okay on his Arcana. Is what prevented him from teleporting on our end or on the destination's end, or do we not know?
That is a good question, DM.
Your end.
Okay,
So it's
So-
probably these golems.
that is a possibility. In that case, I guess we might want to make good with them so we can teleport back.
Hey, how many people can Ruin carry? 2, probably, max?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because that also should be a consideration, because if we need to get out quickly, he has a lot of movement, we could potentially just both jump on him and ride away.
Fair, but also remember that Ruin himself is magical.
He is.
He can get counterspelled.
And could. I mean,
Well, dispel.
pretty sure.
Dispel.
Yeah,
maybe,
if you
not
cast
counterspell.
Dispel Magic on Ruin, I think he just.
Yeah, he just disappears.
I mean.
You hear that, Ruin? You're not real.
So, Malcorin should definitely go. Malcorin and I should definitely go. Simon probably could go as well. Swalbo doesn't want to be near Paxi, which is valid. I think everyone wants to go to the Boomies camp except Paxi and RU, which is fair.
So I suppose that makes up our decision. RU and Paxi can proceed towards the Underdark Village. We'll go to the Boomies Theocracy, and then we'll meet them afterwards.
A deal has been struck.
Okay. I will go over to this man, and I will relate to him generally what's happening. That our 2 allies are sort of uncomfortable and also are going to go meet up with a couple other... I'm not going to tell them there's a village of survivors. I'm going to tell them they're going to meet up with a couple other adventurers we know. And
I wouldn't even say that. I would just say they're just going to continue on.
They're going to
Zone of Zone of Truth. Zone of Truth.
Okay, well they are They have other bit. Yeah, they have.
We're going away.
Other business in this country and in areas beyond it, so they're going to scout ahead a bit. And
is that a good idea? Seeing all the monstrosities that still lurk out there.
Okay,
the smaller your group is, the more you are at risk.
I'm going to level with you. They're gonna take the cart and the horse. That horse is fucking scary. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it might be some kind of nature spirit. I don't know. But they have the horse. They are fine. It's very fast.
While you're saying this, you notice one of the golems is reaching over to poke Nessie, only the Nessie chomping.
Do not do that. Do not do that. Make it stop. Can it hear me? I don't know if they're intelligent. Don't do that.
Also, and I say
they're very clearly not intelligent if they're messing with Nessie.
I look at him and I just say, also the only thing I've ever seen actually find Aryu when he doesn't want to be found is that golem right there pointing at him, referencing what just happened. So I'm like, if he doesn't want the monstrosity to find him, they're not going to find him.
True. Also, we have dealt with these creatures several times. I think we are competent in handling them. Besides, they probably will not go too far unless the rendezvous point isn't too far from here, all things considered. They could come back if they are in trouble.
The guy opens his mouth, seems that's getting ready to speak up again. Malcolm's just like, "Oh, don't worry, they'll be fine." At that point, the guy just, very well.
You know how adventurous.
But we'll let it say that the hospitality of the Bumisiocracy will still open its arms to you regardless. But if you do not wish... Well, if your priorities are elsewhere, then very well, I will not force you. Oh, for the rest of you, I very much appreciate the fact that you're willing to cooperate. Currently, the will of Psychon needs to be informed personally of the matter that the golem is destroyed, which means that the people here will know that there's one less threat to worry about.
Absolutely, Psychon V's nuts. I don't say that.
You are killed instantly.
Like,
he pulls out a shotgun and just blasts you.
Wait, no, I have the shotgun.
I see many men very smart.
What the fuck?
Yet to see RD2. But I've yet to see men who can outsmart bullets. That's exactly 4 damage over my max HP.
I remount Ruin and then ride him over. Well, oops. Highland Bolt. Riding over.
Alright. We will escort you.
You lead the way?
With that, the golems and the spell hunters together start making their way off, leaving Paxi and Arya behind. So, while that's going on, Arya and Paxi, you guys are going to be going south, correct?
Are we going back to the spider lair? The spider people?
Are you going to go back to the spider lair, or are you going to simply just hang back?
Okay, are you? I'm leaving this up to your discretion. We either go back to the spider people and hang out, drink weird spider alcohol, and just wait, or we follow our comrades as stealthily as possible and help them when shit goes south.
I think.
It's also for the record. I'll bring this to map. The blue is where you guys are.
Okay.
Mhm.
The lair is where you have to go back.
Oh, and let me tell you, my preference: go back and get drunk on spider alcohol.
Where's the Boomies theography? Blah, 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 blah.
The blue is
The
your current
geography of
location.
Yeah, but where is the theocracy? Where are we going
It is.
to?
It is the green. It's the northern. But we're not going all the way to the theocracy. They have a camp.
Oh, that's
nearby.
right. We're going to meet them nearby. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Boomy theocracy is due north of Margaresia.
I say in seven syllables. If we follow them, keep them safe.
God damn it, are you? You fuck. Fine.
I say Paxi friend, they friend.
Yeah. How long does my invisibility last? 1 hour. Okay. I will cast invisibility on myself.
Bearing
Off we-
in mind, the horse, the cart, and Ardu are all still visible.
Yeah, but Aryu can sneak.
Yeah.
Can either of you
And
turn
wait.
the cart invisible?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
taking.
that's
Wait.
right.
Oh, they left Nessie with us. Shit.
Yeah, because
And
the plan was for you guys to go on ahead.
the
Yeah,
answer
they
is
escorted
yes.
them.
I can turn the cart invisible.
How?
Nessie could probably do it.
I have
True.
5th level invisibility. Also
Can it target
Nessie.
objects?
Higher levels using 3rd or higher, you can cast an additional. I can turn 3 things invisible.
Which one of them does not need to be Aryu because it's Aryu.
Or you
Yeah.
have the ring of invisibility. He has the one ring.
Yeah.
Tart, Nessie.
Wait, Nessie. You know what? Are you what? Nessie seems pretty smart. Why don't we let her guide us? Nessie, where are we going?
She just snorts and looks at you.
God fucking damn it!
Hey, I got an idea for you, and I just
Telepathics.
celery. I give you some celery.
Okay. I give Nessie some celery.
She eats it.
Does she start
Good Nessie.
moving in any direction?
She starts following after the group.
Fuck! I hate
think
all
it's
of
funny.
this.
Twice now, Paxi has said, "I'll let you choose. What should we do?" Both times they've chosen to stay near the group, and both times Paxi's been like, "Fuck, I didn't want to do that," which is entirely a skill issue.
It's Paxi being upset that he chose the morally incorrect option, and he's realizing it. That doesn't mean he has changed his mind.
Guys, he figured it out. Finally.
No.
He's doubling and even double, triple, and even quadrupling down.
Yes, he's still very upset about all of this.
Alright, so...
Hold on. He goes to morning. Morning, where should we go? We're following them, Paxi.
What?
Shut up.
Paxi,
I-
I'm going
I-
to be honest right here. You've asked the horse, and the horse gave the answer. At this point, I'm just going with the horse.
I hate
I
everything.
try to comfort Paxi, and I say, Zerzar Thai needs new members.
Can I cast invisibility on Nessie
Thank
you.
and the
Thumbs up.
cart?
I'm not sure if you can cast invisibility on an object, but I'm just going to go with it and say sure.
That's
Okay, because it's like
Thank you, Seth.
anything above 3rd level, and I'm casting it at 5th.
Fair
It's like a bubble of invisibility at this point.
So while you guys are dealing with
Bearing
your
in mind, the spell hunting golems can see through invisibility.
You know, man.
So you guys follow along with the Boomy spell hunters, and eventually, after traveling a bit, you start noticing that the plant life is going from its dead gray and shifting over to the nice living green plant life that you should be around, but isn't because of the life drain golem. So you're basically reaching areas where the life drain golem hasn't touched yet. And once you go far enough north, that is when you notice there's a fort in the distance. And then eventually, you start arriving.
Or is this fort inside of Margrazia's territory, or?
It is within Margrazia's territory.
It's all makeshift though. I get it.
That's a lot of wooden flannel. Very flammable.
As you guys start approaching, you can see there's a lot of guards and golems. And eventually, this guy here just shouts, "Make way for the heroes of Margrazia!" And with that, they all just give you guys a nod before allowing you to part way.
How often have you been called that specifically, Swalbo? Twice, or is it 3 times? Good thought. Okay. So, I want to ask this fellow in front of us with my mouth, not my brain. So this man we are going to meet, I am unfamiliar with your country's military structure. Is he a general of some kind? A colonel?
Lathrak Rin is the will of Saigon. He is one of many people who have been directly blessed by our Lord Saigon and by the Pontiff, and he has been given prompt authority to operate with it with military means.
And the Pontiff is your leader? The head
He
of state?
He is the head of all state and the one who directly converses with our Lord Saigon.
I see.
Doesn't sound very respectful. I say out of character.
It has been a very long time since I have encountered someone who has been blessed by a guardian dragon. This should be fun.
Because I did not want to put in too many tokens on this map, I will say that on top of there being a lot of these spell hunters and various Templars, you can see like stirring into various tents are dwarves and halflings and gnomes. People
Okay.
who are definitely
refugees?
refugees.
Okay. Is there a civilian presence here? Like, are there cooks that are Margrazian? Does it look like, or?
It looks like there's a couple, but not
Okay.
many. It seems like mostly it's just civilians in general.
All right. Are there any faux pas from your culture we should know about, or just don't cast too many spells?
Magic, I would advise against for the most part while you're within these walls. Although you have done Margrazia a great service, and by extension the Bumisiocracy, I'd say for everyone's sake, please withhold on the magic.
That is valid. All right. So,
Can I do party tricks?
so long as they require performance rolls and not spellcasting modifier rolls.
Oh, so no
To be fair.
prestidigitation.
To be fair, I can imagine that Simon could do a very good thing, be very entertaining without his powers. So, do you want us to go on ahead, or are you coming with us?
Just do
At this
magic and then
point-
lie about it.
Yeah.
Kind of-
Oh, I mean, I could probably convince them, except for the fact that they have golems.
True.
At this point, Malcolm's kind of just like looking around, just like, this is so different from what I'm used to seeing.
What are you used to seeing?
Not
Meat. I think
this.
you mentioned meat.
At this point, this is when the guy stops before the big tent. Please, wait for but a moment. I need to speak with Lathrak Rid himself. With that,
I'm going to form a telepathic link with Malkaran as he walks away and be like, "So, Malkaran, what exactly did you do for these people? Just heal them 1,000 years ago?"
he kind of just like looks at you for a moment, kind of like, "What the fuck?" And then you're like, "Oh yeah, you're that guy. You're that guy." And then he just says, "Back during the whole Arcane War, as you guys call it. I said, long story short, Bumisia took a pretty bad hit, dealing with a lot of magical constructs and killer mages, all that stuff. I kind of spent most of my time there healing people." Turns out one of the people I healed was about to become the first pontiff of Bumisia.
I see.
Or at least that's what he told me, that they were about to do a whole new restructure after dealing with some sort of puppet king. It's a long story.
It does sound like a long story. Have you ever spoken to this Saigon character?
Saigon? The guardian dragon? I have. Funny enough, he's actually quite friendly.
I look at all of this. He seems to perhaps have changed a little bit in all these years.
I can't really say.
That is fair.
At this point, the spell hunter steps out. I appreciate your patience. He will speak with you directly himself. With that, he kind of steps away and he notices a figure, then steps out. I think it's old campaign 1, this one.
He looks like a Necron.
He kind of does. But he's not, though. I made sure. I looked up the origins just to be safe.
Reverse image search, just to be double sure. Also,
Campaign 1.
Okay. Yep.
You see a guy garbed in armor. He almost looks like a construct at first glance. But when he steps out, I have been informed of some interesting news. A group of adventurers slayed a golem that our forces could not. Kind of just like stops. Where is everyone at the moment?
They are all still outside the fort. They
I'll
do
come
not
close.
move.
I wasn't zoomed in enough.
Wherever there's like food and drink, I'll find my way to.
Let me get close. I'll be right there.
I will be. Where are you? Am I? That's. Oh, I'm way outside. Okay. I will still be riding my wolf, and I will be too.
As you're kind of riding past the wolf, you kind of notice that all of the golems are staring at your wolf Storius, but they don't move.
I'll be right behind Malcolm and Saint.
I think guys kind of. He just looks at all of you before he taps his chest. I am Lathrak Rin, one of the wills of Saigon. It is an honor to meet all of you. I have heard that you have traveled at least a decent ways and having faced numerous threats, or at least have been informed by my elite spell hunter. As of now, I simply need information on how exactly this golem got taken down, and with that, you're welcome to stay here and recuperate and refill on whatever you need. Right now, Burmesia is in your thanks.
Before I answer your questions, I would like to ask one of my own. What exactly do you hope to do with this information? Do you simply want to know what happened, or are you trying to, or do you hope to find some kind of new weapon or technology for yourselves to use?
Any information I utilize when dealing with these constructs will be utilized or at least kept under note by the Burmesiocracy. As of right now, these constructs have been causing numerous deaths and destruction everywhere we go.
Well,
these things made by the Lifesmith have been causing too much strife, and we wish to finally end it right here and now, or at least reduce their destruction.
I am going to have to disappoint you. The weapon we used to destroy the Life-Drain Golem was destroyed in the fight, and a replacement cannot easily be made.
That is most unfortunate.
However, I believe it was a worthy sacrifice.
Can you at least go into detail of what it is you utilized?
A remnant of the time before the Great War from the magics and the gods of that time. Something specifically designed to fight the abominations created by the Great Mages. We were able to complete it, reactivate it, and it died fighting the Life-Drain Golem.
To give kind of a another way to explain it is we fought fire with fire that fires from a time ago and no longer exists.
Malcolm clears his throat. I think we should also point out that it was made of star steel.
Ah, yes, that material. I almost forgot.
Star steel. That is a very rare metal. But it does make sense. And it was a construct made entirely of star steel. Is that the case?
It was.
Star steel is a metal alloy that is very rare in our possession. Unfortunately, we do not have enough of it to even make simple weapons. But for a whole construct to be made of it, that makes sense. With it being anti-magic in its properties already, but to create a construct, that is almost madness. Something that is resistant to magic, but making it magical in nature. I can't even begin to think the process required.
It took the will of a god to make it so.
He kind of silent for a few moments. Besides the guardian dragons and our Lord Saigon, the gods have fallen silent. If there is still will left for a god to forge this, I presume this is the dwarf father you speak of. This is the only god I can think of that would still have at least some sort of remnants within Margrasia.
That it is.
Bingo.
The creature was mostly finished by the time we encountered it. So, presumably whatever unnatural means was used to create its body out of anti-magical material had already been done.
I see. And that should be more than enough information, or at least for now.
Would you mind stating my curiosity for a moment?
Very well. It is the least that I can do.
I must admit, I have heard rumors about your people from my side of the continent, and I have bad experience with the formal military. Are your people, your higher-ups, your guardian dragon, planning to exert some control over what is left of Margrasia? Turn it into a vassal of some kind, or conquer it?
He kind of just like stays silent for a moment, kind of just like looking at you.
That's a big doozy of a question that I don't think he has the power to answer.
He is blessed by their guardian. He is blessed by their
guardian.
He does have the power to
I
answer
can give you my word.
Right.
That we have no purpose of taking over Margrasia, as you would put it, or at least exerting power. We have opened our borders to its people so that they may find a new home due to their own land being ransacked by these monstrosities. However, this is the land of Eviyoran, not Saigon. For that, we will not do any of our power to take it over, as you might word it.
Can
we are here to save, not conquer. Roll insight.
Okay. Also, if it doesn't show up again, I'm gonna like fucking restart both my browsers.
No. So if you roll and don't let it fully roll in Beyond and D&D Beyond, it will not process and roll over to a Roll20.
I sat there and watched the dice roll over entirely. Let me
and it still
again.
didn't?
Let me click again and see if it worked. There, now it worked. Okay, 23.
23.
Again.
From what you understand is that he seems like he's telling the truth, or at least he believes that is their role.
All right. Very well, very well. So, you seem like you mean well. I don't necessarily agree with everything about your theocracy, but this way that I see is acceptable. The people seem like all right. The civilians, like, they don't seem malnourished or scared. Like they seem like they're being treated well.
Your roll perception.
Okay. I think yeah.
So you can't quite tell from where you're standing, but it doesn't seem like. I mean, there's a tense air over the entire camp at the moment, but it doesn't seem like they're malnourished, at least.
Okay. Well. We have reason to believe that there is a pocket of survivors somewhere in this settlement, in this community, in the country. Words hard. And one of the people of that settlement is your parallel for this place's guardian dragon. Someone blessed by her power.
He kind of like stares. You're speaking of a priest, or at least
a priestess,
a speaker.
Yes, she has a necklace Perhaps your country has one as well. Mine
At
did.
this point, he kind of like recoils a little bit. Necklace, as in a necklace that is connected to the guardian dragon.
Exactly. I assume your country has one as well. Mine
Yes, it is the pontiff himself, the direct speaker to Lord Sicon.
Yes.
So you're saying this individual is Margrasia's pontiff?
I do not think she would use that word, but she seems to be of similar standing, yes. Especially with how few people are left to oversee.
I see. And that means that she perhaps is the only one left here in Margrasia that has some form of authority. The people here at Margrasia have informed us of the great tragedy within their capital city. How their leader, the Obermeister, fell during the explosion that unleashed all these monstrosities.
This is correct.
There is no confirmation, however, on the speaker of Erviorn. If she lives as you say, then that means that Margrasia still has some hope. However, that hope will still remain quelled until these monstrosities are banished. We, the Bomesiocracy, will ensure that every single one of these aberrations are destroyed. Because not only are they a threat to our neighboring country, Margrasia, but their existence also threatens the Bomesiocracy, especially with how they shapeshift.
If you are able to destroy these creatures, then with the life-threatening golem gone, I imagine not much can stand in your way now.
That golem has killed too many of our own soldiers, great men and women, them all. May Sicon bless their hearts. But yes, that golem alone has destroyed many of our own numbers when we tried to push it back. But it feasted on too much life. Still, the fact that you managed to destroy it is still mind-boggling in a term, I would say.
I was there, and I hardly believe it.
If many of the people here spoke of it as if it was a harbinger, and for that I almost believed it. But if it can be killed...
Oh, we fought one of those things too.
Yeah, he exaggerates. Funny joke. Funny. Swalbo is very strange, man. But
it's okay. I'm not there. I'm eating somewhere.
Yes. He says it between mouthfuls of food, but no one hears it.
That these priests are just serving him, he's just taking another plate and just like...
Yep.
I need a lot of protein to keep this up.
Plate and all for extra iron. I would... If you are true in your word that you do not seek to make empire of this place, I would be willing to lead you personally, or perhaps one of your someone you trust, to parlay with this settlement. If you truly wish to help them, then connecting with whatever is left of their central authority would help.
If you could get us with connection with this speaker of Erviorn, we can speak politics and figure out a way to create a mutual kinship and friendship. If they are isolated, then we will extend a helping hand. We will not leave others to suffer. That is not the will of Sicon.
What time is it right now?
It seems like it's sunset.
Okay. Would you be willing to let us impose upon you and let us stay here for the evening? Traveling at night is never safe, especially here.
You have done a great service to both Margrasia and the Bomesiocracy. Letting you stay here is the least we can do. And if you wish, we can also help you restock on supplies, be it rations or even healing supplies if you need it. We still have decent stores.
All right. Someone should go maybe take a few... I'll turn to Astorius. You should probably go and find whatever Paxi and Aru have inevitably hidden themselves to spy on us, and check on them, and tell them to come in here.
Okay.
So why you're doing that? Swalbo or... Oh, I think it's just Swalbo. Where's Swalbo? It's a big
Good
map.
question.
I don't
You mean
know.
a
Wherever
spare?
there's food is where I am. I don't know where that is.
So you'd probably be over here with the priests. So right here. So while you're busy shoveling food, you kind of notice one of these bell hunters kind of like approaches you and goes, "Psst, hey." And he kind of just like motions you to come closer. Psst, hey buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of just like motions you to come over.
I just walk over, like turkey leg in hand.
So you just walk over to where he is. He kind of just like looks around.
If you're less interesting
right?
on this turkey leg, I'll beat you with it.
He kind of just like whispers low. I'm surprised to see that you're all here after what has happened. In the heart of the theocracy, or at least one of their fortifications. What brings you here?
Wait, what did he say?
He's
that
surprised to see us
funny?
here after what happened in Theocracy.
Oh, okay, so he knows who we are. Yeah, I don't know. They said they were trying to collect people here. There's food here, so you know it's pretty good,
I
tasty.
kind of just
Well, the
like
fact that
peeks
Fulbo
over,
is like never
still
done
sees the
before.
group just like talking with the Will of Saigon, and kind of looks back at you, Swolbo. For the record, he kind of whispers even lower. I'm affiliated with the Resistance, so your secret is still safe with us. But you all picked a very bold and dangerous decision to come here. You're lucky they don't recognize you. They don't even know who's responsible for the prison burning down.
Who are you again?
Apparently, we inspired a resistance.
I am aligned with Rizzo.
Do you not remember? After we escaped the prison, we and Buddy went to meet up with Rizzo, who was a member of the Black Token Society, who was resisting against the oppression and possible demonic influence of the theocracy.
You're assuming a lot if you think that Slobo has any clue what's going on.
That's
And obviously this guy's starting to realize his situation with the house.
This guy talked to the wrong person.
yeah.
And this guy's just kind of realizing how little you care. It's like he's,
You know what? I'm gonna talk to someone else. Is that big one? Is that big one still here? He was nice.
Are you the only? I don't recognize the rest of your companions. So, what of the other one, the tiefling, the paladin, the druid?
Yeah, no, he's kind of old. He didn't want to come here. And wait,
Everybody he wants to look for isn't here.
That's amazing. I mean, I sent Astorius to go fetch you. So,
I mean, yeah. Well, the main people he'd probably want to talk to are you or Athenia. Athenia's long gone.
yep.
And never coming back.
I see. But what was his name? Aegis, the druid.
Oh, would he know who
He's like-
Aegis is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Aegis was
was-
part
Why
of
would
that.
I
wait?
spoke
What?
with Rizzo for a quite long time.
I didn't remember when Aegis joined us.
Fucking session like 5.
What number is that again? What number does that come after?
I'm like actually
All
offended.
right. Y'all continue eating your food. He just like waves you
Wait,
off.
were
and-
you here with Healer Gnome?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you had joined sometime
yeah, he
around
was.
the time he left.
I was here when we still had the Artificer.
Oh God.
Oh, Baji? Wait,
Fucking-
no,
Oh yeah, I
Ron's character.
Ron.
thought he was
Ron's
ever part
commie
of this.
fizzle spunk.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot Ron was even part of this.
I didn't.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's kind of hard to forget as a person. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Please enjoy your food. And he kind of just like slinks off.
There is something further I would like to discuss with you. If,
Enjoy-
in private, perhaps. Seeing as
Enjoy
you
your
seem to be
military food.
reasonable. But first, what has your soldier, your spell hunter, told you about our friend here? And I gesture to Malcorin.
He kind of turns to the Malgrin. Kind of just does a double take. Malgrin's just like,
I love Malgrin.
wait, where is Malgrin? Did I not?
Not
put
even
his-
damn.
Oh,
Not even
you're on
GM
top.
knows where his.
It's because you're completely
Where's
underneath.
that
I
is?
looked at Malgrin and did a double take myself because, like, wait, his name's not fucking Simon.
Oh, I put. Oh, no, wait, no, I was in the middle between the two. You moved him.
We were
No.
right next to each other. We've
Yeah, we
always
were
been
right
right
here.
next to each other.
On my screen, it showed that he was right here, and that
Nope.
Sam was right
Yeah.
here. That's why I moved him in the
Malgrin
middle.
of the Holy Light.
Desync.
That's me.
Skill issue.
Seriously.
You're alive. Yeah. He
Yeah.
kind of just like, he kind of raises his staff for a moment, and you kind of see it releases a pulse of energy. He kind of like looks at him for a bit. You truly are Malcolm Amberwood in the flesh. You're not one of his descendants, right? That look exactly like him. Nope. I'm quite sure that's me. The Burmese theocracy has been broken, halted ever since your disappearance. We still sing of your times and the deeds you've done. How you healed the first pontiff and saved so many innocent souls with your magic. The fact that you're still alive. This is a moment of celebration.
You think
We
they'd
need to
celebrate
inform
magic
the Burmese theocracy of this, that our national hero is still alive and well. What happened? It's a long story. Let's just summarize it with some mysterious figure approached me. They did this little magical hand wave, saying something, I don't belong here in this reality. And next thing I know, jumped a couple 100-ish years, maybe 1,000, and here I am. Everything's changed.
So you're telling me that you were put in timeout for being in the place you should not be?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I would describe it. And I know I'm not the only one. There are so many of us who kind of had this happen to us.
I must admit, I have heard rumors of strange people from other worlds. Didn't put much stock in it, but now I've met you and that Diedrich fellow.
Don't forget the robots. That's what they call themselves, right? The machines? Yeah.
Ah, yes. That's a good point, actually. Fair enough. Well,
Yeah. Here I am, in the flesh. I'm basically a man out of time.
out of space and time, both.
At this point, this is when he kind of he gets on his knee, kind of bows his head. On behalf of the Burmese theocracy, we thank you for all that you have done in shaping us to where we are today. Without your help, many would have fallen, and the Burmese at the time may have collapsed. You saved far more lives than you could even hope to explain. So please, allow us to bring you back. That way we can celebrate as a whole country. Oh, country celebrating me? Shucks. He kind of just like waves him off. But at the same time, though, I haven't been appreciated that much before.
I mean, honestly, I would respect it. Like, if you... I would understand if you want to go.
And these individuals here, were they the ones? No, we stumbled upon each other, but we kind of worked together for a bit. They're a little weird, but they mean well.
We ourselves.
I know you hesitated there.
We are in need. We were in need of a healer at the time, and Malcolm is a very competent one.
At this point, he kind of just like looks at you, saying, "Competent doesn't even begin to describe Malcolm Amberwood. The fact that you are with his healer is an honor that many of us here at the Burmese theocracy would die to hope to have. He is a national hero.
Oxymoronic.
Well, if they die, then he can use Revivify to bring them back to life.
Regardless, the fact that you're all his healer and part of his party means that you're even far... No. I apologize for even not offering any form of better hospitality. The fact that you are part of his party means that by extension you are also, in ways, further saviors of this land and the Burmese. I did have some of my doubts, but I apologize for even having them. Will you forgive me?
No harm, no foul. These are strange times. Strange
Indeed.
plans.
Regardless, I mean what I said. That you're allowed to stay here for as long as you need and resupply on anything. If there's anything at all that you wish, I will do my best to ensure that it will happen. So, with that, enjoy your stay here. If you have any questions, you can speak directly with me or any here. I'll be sure to spread the word that the spell hunters and Templars here will help assist you in any of your needs, within reason.
Well, I wouldn't mind discussing some matters with you in private, if you do not mind.
Of course.
Not that I do not trust your people, but I have been around soldiers enough to know how rumors spread.
I can assure you that us, the spell hunters and Templars, are not ones to stoop on such petty levels. But if that is what you wish, then very well.
I would like to step inside his tent with him.
So, what is everyone else doing? So, Astorius, you're looking for Paxi and Aryu.
So what you're looking for an invisible horse, an invisible devil man, an invisible cart, and a very visible dragonborn.
What? Why visible?
Sitting in thin air. Yes.
A very visible what?
Dragonborn.
Why am I
Because
visible?
Aryu is still. Aryu didn't
Yes.
make himself
Well,
invisible?
I mean, Aryu can make. I don't know how many charges his ring has.
So, Astorius, roll
recap.
perception with advantage, because
Also-
for a ruin.
Yes. Rowan can do. I believe the legal term is a schniefschnorf to try and find them.
Or
The good old classic Schniefschnorf.
Okay. Can I be a paladin, except instead of my mount being a wolf or a pegasus, it can just be like a really big borzoi? Can I do that?
A big what?
A big
what?
borzoi. A borzoi. The funny long dogs. You know the funny long ones? Yes, the funny long ones.
I rolled a 21.
Campaign 1, because that's actually funny.
They're so long. It's very strange.
Alright, 21.
You should know, I don't know dog breeds.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
you
I
are
can't name
filthy
one.
cat people.
Also,
forgot.
I didn't know what it was either until I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, it's that dog. So 21. Paxi, Aryu, what is your passive perception? I mean, passive stealth.
Oh my god.
Your
Um,
passive stealth.
It would be 10 plus your modifier, I think. I need to check. Passive,
So
my passive.
18. Because 10 plus 8.
Astorius smells you. I mean, Ruin smells.
Yeah, it's literally just 10 plus your modifier. Your
Solus
flat
just speaks out to
modifier.
Astorius. They're over here. They're actually a lot closer than we thought.
I get a
They are very.
little closer. I'm just like, hey
Still
guys,
there's, like invisibility though. You can know where I am.
it's all good. They don't want to kill us. They want our help. Paxi is actually invisible IRL.
Yes, he is. Actually, you know what? I'll help. I'll help. Okay, guys, let's go. That's my Paxi voice.
King Candy?
We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna
Yeah.
go. We're gonna talk with all these people, and I'm gonna kill another country, and it's gonna be great.
Why is he?
Oh my god, he's going turbo.
Alright, Saint, do you have inspiration? If not, gain point of it.
I already have it. Damn.
Shit, well, that's
I'll
a
take
shame.
it.
You can
I'll-
get it, Simon.
I'll give it to Simon. Actually,
Simon,
who doesn't
get
have
it?
inspiration? Yes,
I don't
Simon.
have it.
Simon, here you go. Catch.
I caught it.
There we go.
And for the record, I have yours as well.
Thank you. Wait. No. You stole mine like 4 hours ago. Right out of my pocket.
Kind of notice Malcolm ends up getting surrounded by a bunch of people as they start asking him questions.
Fight out! Fight out! Give me $20.
Since Paxi's not here, Oh, hey, Paxy's here. Astorius found you and told you that they're not going to kill you, and then I made fun of you for a little bit.
Can I still not trust them? Did you go in?
I did not go in. No.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, even though the story just knows where we are, I don't care. I'm not breaking invisibility.
I was gonna say, like, I got decent charisma. I guess I attempt to persuade Paxi that there is nothing wrong and there is delicious food and
one of their
is going to recognize it.
One of the most important cultural folk heroes in their entire society is here, and our friend.
Cool. Yeah. I'll do a charisma save against that. 28. Fuck you. I'm not going in.
Well, I haven't rolled yet, so what do I roll? Persuasion. Just normal, Dylan?
Yeah, normal persuasion.
Roll 20. It's funny. Roll 20. It'll be funny.
No.
Okay.
You're. This is a terrible. Like the only way that I like. It is not an equivalent exchange, but I'm trying. The only way I can equivalent this is like you're trying to convince a Jewish person to go into the Nazi concentration camp to have dinner with them. The answer is no. It's not happening.
This is a mildly extreme analogy, but fair enough.
Yeah, even though they have good intentions.
I just shrug and I turn to Are you?
What are you? Sorry.
Congratulations on demonetizing this video.
Yep.
What's your response, Are you?
Simon's just kind of bored, so he's going to go do some stuff.
I just say, in 7 syllables, I don't trust magic users.
Wait, what?
Again, our friend Malkrin is the greatest celebrity. As long as he is with us, we're essentially gods in their eyes.
Malkrin's gonna get canceled.
What if they want to get rid of us?
I rolled a 22 again. This one's on RU.
Are you charisma save?
Oh, charisma save? Wait, why? What's going on?
Technically, it's a check.
No, it's a it's an insight check.
Oh.
Wait, so what am I rolling? What's happening?
Roll insight.
I never understood that because it's like he's persuading me, but I also know what he's doing. It wouldn't it be like opposing persuasion?
Yeah.
Technically, there's no persuasion on PCs because
rolling persuasion checks on player characters is a very strange and taboo
place. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Like, yes, I understand what you're saying. The answer is still no.
Fair.
Currently, Malkrin is writing autographs to all the soldiers and priests.
He's like signing their swords and their fucking like armor and their faces.
Yep.
I am
never going to watch my face on again.
Yep.
I'm just like, stay here then. I'm gonna go get food. I go back. Where
we are going to have food and warm beds and walls around us. You can sleep in cold without Liamon's tiny hut.
You have
eaten by the tide.
You have an enemy army. We have a Nessie.
You know what? Actually, fair point. I will say
Nessie starts making her way towards the camp.
No, fuck!
Are you going to let her know?
We're all invisible.
Stories.
I will.
I lay low in the
carton. As Nessie starts making her way past the gold, they all just start staring at her.
They all take a step back.
I'm laying low.
The unfeeling golems somehow feel fear this day.
Walk into the tent and I put a hand on Saint's shoulder and use Solus tell Solus, let him know they still won't come in.
And then you just hear, like, something just nuzzles. Ruin from behind a little ways back.
You see Nessie going in, but you hear these harsh, panicked whispers. Nessie! Nessie! No! Bad! Stop it! Stop it!
Wait, do any of the spell hunters reckon? Because the golems are no longer here.
No, I mean the people specifically didn't recognize Swalbo. You don't know this, but the resistance agent who is here specifically said that they do not know who burned down that prison.
No.
There
More
were
so,
no
my
survivors.
question was, my
Are
question
they
was,
still
are we still
invisible, or
invisible?
did it get broken by going past the...
Currently, these priests right here are very confused on how the cellar is getting eaten out of thin air.
Okay, so they don't know we're still invisible. The golem did not
So
deactivate
there's
our
just a
invisibility.
floating Are you in the middle of the camp, and everything else
Correct.
is invisible?
Yes, correct.
Hey, no, I'm invisible. Why are you guys assuming I'm not invisible?
How many charges does your ring have?
It doesn't have any. It doesn't have charges. I just have to recast it.
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
there's a limit. Hold
what?
on.
Well,
No.
No, yeah, I just have to use it. as an
Ring of
action.
Invisibility is like a free action. Well, not
Yeah.
free, but
Anything you
Fucking
aware.
Lord of the Rings ass fucking.
The One Ring is the
Oh!
reaction.
That's
Yeah.
fucking strong for an actual item that exists.
yeah,
It
you
is.
gave it to him.
Yeah, it's a real item too, so I
Yeah, so
didn't
I'm
think
invisible. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's invisible.
Critical Role didn't hand out one of those rings till like after they were level 20 and in like the epilogue of the story.
Yeah, noted. I guess I did learn from Baji.
Wait, can invisible
Well-
people can see other invisible people, right? Or is that not?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
No.
I whispered to Paxi, prison papers did not burn, and I still
They
have
did.
them in hand.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Put them away, you idiot. You fool. You absolute dragonborn.
So-
That's fucked up. Why would you call him a Dragonborn?
So what was it you
Great.
wanted to discuss, Saint?
Okay, but while a story is stuff going, I'll say, well, I have party members. Well, I have two things I want to discuss. First of all, I just understand this might be a bit taboo for you, but it might make things a bit easier. I have a friend. I told him to go scout on ahead and check some other things, but knowing him, he is probably like maybe 20 feet outside of one of your walls looking at us invisible, because that's the kind of person he is. Very predictable, very contrarian. But beyond all that, he is able to use a ability, a power, if you will, I'm too high up, to allow two people to communicate over great distances. If you are unwilling to leave your post or send some agent in your stead, this person could use this power to allow you to communicate directly with Nathalit.
Is it the sending spell?
It is the dream spell.
Dream.
I believe it might be advantageous, especially if you want to present yourself non-threateningly, to parlay with this person in a domain that belongs to their god. As far as I know, this dream spell is affected by the guardian dragon of this place, although and I'm not sure entirely.
As a will of Psychon, I will first say that the concept of me utilizing any form of arcane magic is considered to be something greatly frowned upon.
I cast Dream on him immediately.
However, if it's in order to ensure that those that are considered allies or potential allies are safe, I am willing to overlook it.
I mean, you said yourself that the laws of your country do not necessarily apply outside of it, and these are extreme times.
But the same rules and creed apply to me.
That is fair.
However, as I've said, it is, one would say, it is better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
You are a man after my own heart.
I will think about it.
Alright. I have one other matter to discuss. This may sound strange, but I am wanting for allies, even with me, my whole party is. And I choose to trust you simply because you have given me no reason not to trust you. In my personal opinion, someone who could flex this kind of authority with all these creations you have and not threaten us is something that I find respectable. What do you know about the Thalak Empire?
Kind of just like stares at you for a little bit. The information that we have on the Thalak Empire is limited at best, but the few bits of information we have found and retrieved is not pleasant. They are a warmongering, fear-mongering continent. They use anything and everything they have at their disposal to encourage and enforce their own strength. Although we, the Burmesiocracy, are strict in our ideals, we at least stand by them and use it to look out for the fellow man, as we would say. But the Thalak Empire, they care only about power and they will sacrifice any to achieve it. Or, if they have achieved it, they will then use it to grow further.
Well, let me put it this way. I know a little bit about the Empire, and I will use my telepathic abilities to take something off of the desk and sort of lift it up and move it above my hand a little bit before setting it back down.
He kind of glances at it. I'd say roll perception.
I'm okay at this.
All right.
They roll okay? Okay.
He doesn't look like he's any different after observing you.
Okay. Well,
Do that.
So I will say, we have in our travels of this desolate land, we have encountered agents of the Empire. They were mercenaries. They claimed to be looking to recruit adventurers as some kind of freelance operation. I don't trust this one bit.
We have found such individuals within our own land. After discovering their reasons and interrogating them, we have deemed them spies and thus executed them swiftly.
I will shed no tears for this. I will say, however,
Actually, I have a question for you. What is your name first?
I have gone by the name Saint for a very long time.
Saint.
I am as comfortable with it as I am my actual given name, perhaps more.
He's going to cast Zone of Truth.
Here comes the fighting. About to win 20 bucks.
So, do you willingly fail, or are you going to make a save?
Oh. I will, as a sign of trust, allow the spell to take effect.
Alright, he's going to stare at you, kind of notice that the atmosphere's changed. Do you know someone by the name of Rizzo?
I do not know the name Rizzo.
Are you aware of the Resistance?
I must say, I am not entirely surprised a strict theocracy has a resistance, no offense, but I am not familiar with anything about it.
The reason I am asking these questions strictly is because of the fact you wield psionics. The Resistance has been a plague upon the theocracy due to the amount of harm they've brought. Although I admit our rules are rather strict, it is simply for the safety of the continent as a whole, or at least our country. But their leader, Rizzo, as they go by the name, utilizes psionics to bypass our magic. So you must understand. Oh, you showed me psionics. I know what it is. It is rather bold and rather foolish. But the fact that you answered it wholeheartedly and you did not resist the spell means that you are honest. With that, he dispels the Zone of Truth.
Do you know the places psionics are most commonly found?
The Underdark.
They are found in the Underdark, among the Mind Flayers and the Drow, but they are also found in the Thalak Empire. It is no one quite knows why, as far as I know, but it is uniquely common in this part of the world. Although, I believe people with humanoids with psionic aptitude can appear anywhere.
I see. Although be sure to take this information to the Pontiff.
I doubt Rizoloth. I don't know if his name is Rizoloth. I doubt this Rizzo character is a Thalakian? Thalakar? We'll worry about that later. Is from the Thalak Empire. At least not as an official agent of them. I do not think this is something they would do, especially if this resistance has been going on for some time. However, I will say that last time I was in the Empire, I heard rumors, speculation, planning that they were going to invade Chaluda, which was going under some kind of issue at the time, conflicts with unnatural creatures, as you are dealing with here, or we are dealing with here in Argrasia.
I have heard of that. I've also heard from our own people that they have closed their borders to the outside world.
Chaluda? That is powerful magic, if it is true.
A wall of thorns has been described. And from what we have received through visions from Lord Saigon that the Pontiff has bestowed upon us. Nosafi, the guardian dragon of Chaluta, has made her intentions clear that she no longer wishes for any to interfere with her land.
This is fair. I tell you all this because if the Empire is planning to go on the march against other parts of the world, Margrasia is very weak, its population decimated, its guardian dragon weakened, its entire ecosystem destroyed. If they wanted to take over Margrasia, all they would have to do is walk through the Badlands and plant a flag.
The Badlands is thankfully a very cruel place. Because of that, if the Empire wishes to march, they would have to suffer a great deal of hardships to simply reach Margrasia. For that, I am not worried. However, the closest continent is Chaluta and Shador. If Chaluta closed off its borders with magic, if the Tharlak Empire wishes to lay siege, it would have to expend a vast amount of resources to penetrate that barrier, especially if Nosafi continues to directly be involved. The other option, then, is to march to Shador. We have been keeping some tabs on the Empire, although such tabs are few and far between. But we are aware. Right now, Margrasia is weakened, and could be easily picked up by anyone. But then again, we've also been keeping tabs on Shador, and we have noticed an atmosphere change as of late. The king seems to have changed his ways. And he has cut all contact with us. So, as you can understand, we are also on edge on the matter.
I tell you all this simply because the Empire is a dangerous thing. They have spent as long as it's been since the Arcane War preparing to take over the entire continent. That is their end goal. And they, if I have my history right, they have subsumed many smaller countries over the last few hundred years.
They have. They have expanded. The only reason why they have not marched upon Ulazor is because Ulazor has the methods to keep them at bay. Unfortunately, we have been focused on our own issues here, so we have not been able to take the proper measures. But we are aware, and we are not defenseless. If needed, we will utilize our greatest weapons in order to put them down, if needed.
Yes. Well, you say that the Badlands is a difficult place to cross, and that is true, I would know. But the Empire is powerful, disciplined, and willing to throw bodies into the meat grinder if it needs to. If their efforts to invade Chaluda fails, they will eventually come to Margrasia or to Shador. Probably Margrasia first, seeing as it is territory they should be taking.
In that case, it would be best we come in contact with this speaker of Arviorn as soon as possible. Because if the Empire does wish to march, they will be sitting ducks, as you would say. I appreciate this information and will be sure to forward this to the Pontiff.
I will tell you actually one more thing. Since you haven't fully agreed to using the spell, so that's fair, that's your business. But whoever decides to meet this speaker, probably whether it is you through the spell, you in person, one of your agents, they should be prepared. She is a bit of a character.
Define character.
I will sort of lean in a little bit. She might, just a little bit, be a spider. Just a little bit.
He kind of just blinks.
A drider, specifically.
At this point, he kind of just leans back slightly. I see. So she is associated with the Underdark.
If I understand correctly, that the last remnants of, or a large chunk of civilians that were able to escape the fall of Margrasia did so by escaping into the Underdark, away from the reach of the Golem, and were able to find refuge with a collection or some commune of less extreme drow.
If she is chosen to be the Speaker of Eviorn, then that proves her character enough to me. Unless Eviorn herself has fallen. No. I will not allow that to judge her preemptively. We will see when we speak with her, either through dream or through direct power, and I will judge her character then. I will not let her appearance be the decider.
All right. Okay. Well, I believe that is all I wanted to say. I guess to summarize, if you meet any more of these agents of the Empire, either get rid of them, or I guess menace them enough, and they'll just go away.
I can assure you. Actually, are you affiliated with the Empire, or at least was? Because you're giving me quite a bit of information that many would not have.
I pride myself on being observant.
I see.
I have no love for the Empire. I have no problem spilling their secrets.
Very well. With that, I appreciate the information you have shared, and with that, you are welcome to stay here for as long as you need. If you have any more inquiries or more information, I will be here.
Okay, I will give you time to think about your decisions in regard to my offer to do a taboo. But in the meanwhile, if you think of anything that you might know about your own country regarding this resistance or the Thalak Empire or Shador, my party are adventurers. So perhaps even if you do not have any offers for us of jobs, we could at least use the information.
Of course.
But no pressure, no rush. I will go make sure that your men do not tear Malkarin apart.
Yeah, Malkarin is currently breaking free of the crowd zone. I can't feel my fingers!
Are you dead yet?
I've written so many names!
Can you heal the muscle cramps?
Oh no.
Cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Did that help?
He's full health.
Huh,
I'm fine!
Okay. Maybe I will help you maybe find a place to sit.
So, what is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna go over.
Nazzie's currently eating celery. Still invisible.
While this was all going on, I was trying to spy on certain people. And possibly put a mark on someone who looks important.
Roll perception in that case.
18.
18. So people that look important, as in like important to the camp, they might be involved in important duties, stuff like that.
Basically, yeah.
Seems like the only individuals of note who seem to be important are the Templars themselves. They seem like they have the most authority here. But at the same time, it also seems like they're just standing around just observing, or they are providing tactics or something to the lessers. So other than that, it seems like the priests here have some form of, like, it seems semi-important. And also it seems like the lowest spell hunters themselves do a lot of talking.
Okay. So you said the ones who did the most talking are the lower level spell hunters?
Yep, or at least they're the ones having the most like rumors and gossip. While the
Sounds
higher
nice.
ranks are a lot more stoic and vigilant.
Okay.
So everybody...
to go to someone who seems a little loud, I guess.
Seems to be like one of these guys up here.
I gotta zoom out. Could you? Okay, goddamn, why this? Okay, I see. So I'm gonna go over there. Just kind of walking on by, walking casually, looking as if I'm looking, just word, having fun. And I'm going to put. Where are you? Mark, I'm going to put my Whisper Sigil on one of them.
Alright.
It'll last for about an hour, so.
Alright, so just gonna eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Just trying to see what I can gather, like, of the area, of what's going on.
So, the general information you seem to gather from this conversation that this guy's having, which is a lot. General atmosphere news is already spreading of the fact that the Life Drain Golem is gone, and right now everyone's kind of celebrating, as well as news of the fact that Malkrin is here, and because of that, there's a lot more excitement that a national hero is alive and well. And that seems to be all the information you're getting right now, because that's literally all this guy in particular is all one that's going around telling people.
Okay. So pretty boring.
Pretty boring at the moment, or at least at the moment.
What sucks is I can only do this once a day or once every long rest, so
Yeah.
I can't move it around. So that sucks. I guess that's it.
And you do hear one bit more piece of information. From what the guy says after talking to one of the elite spell hunters, that they're well aware that there are invisible people within proximity of the camp.
I roll my eyes.
However, they've also been saying that they are to be treated with caution and not with immediate aggression, due to possibilities that they are affiliated with Malkrin.
Interesting.
Proximity. They don't know if they're in the camp or outside yet. They know they exist.
Fair enough. Okay.
Alright, but that's pretty much everything.
How long does invisibility last?
How long does it last?
Well, that's an hour.
An hour? Oh, and greater invisibility lasts a lot shorter. Alright. What is everyone else doing?
Would be called combat invisibility if you think about it. I'm just gonna find a place to sit, polish my shield, relax a little bit, wait for Paxi and Aryu to eventually show up because I know they will.
They're currently just... So, Paxi and Aryu, what are you guys doing in question? I'm currently sitting in the cart that's currently invisible, surrounded by a lot of people here.
Surrounded by a lot of golems all looking directly at you.
I mean, invisibility probably would have worn off by now, so I would say I would begrudgingly just go someplace where there wouldn't be a lot of foot traffic. Are they giving us lodging or anything?
Right now they're all staring at you guys at the moment.
They said we could stay here. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, this is basically just a refugee camp, right?
Yeah, basically.
I will. This is the guy who first met us. I'll ask him if there's a place. I'll pass by and be like, it's you. Is there a place where refugees or spare beds where the soldiers sleep or whatever where we can relax, or are we going to have to provide our own beds?
We have many tents set up. You're welcome to. Most of them that are spares and available at the moment is at the bottom right corner of the camp, or the southeast.
Yeah, southeast. All right. Thank you. Hey guys. Hey Paxi.
Mm-hmm.
You like. I believe the term is shenanigans. You like that, right?
Sure.
How do you feel about casting the dream spell on someone?
Did I overhear that conversation?
You did not.
Go on.
There is someone here with authority wants to, after some discussion, wants to be able to speak to, what is her name? Nathuet. And she's a bit of a trip away, so you casting Dream on them both would be a little bit faster.
Why would I subject Nathuet to such a punishment?
Because she is in a very fragile and vulnerable position and could use allies.
Hmm.
Also, and I'll say this telepathically, you would get the whatever small slim bit of satisfaction from casting a spell and subjecting to a magical effect someone who really will not like it. Like it will bother them a little bit.
I will consult with Nathuit first because she would probably be.
I mean, if you have multiple of your spell castings remaining, then that is very well. You could. I mean, it is getting late, so she should be available for communication. And yeah, good luck. Tell her
He's
the
a warlock.
situation.
He can cast this a whole like 2 times a day.
Exactly. It's very. I have 10 of my psionic dice. I can fly 10 times.
Okay. Can I
Also,
cast Dream on Nathuit first?
If you want a place to sleep, I'll gesture to the southeast corner. There are just sort of open beds, first come first serve kind of deal, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I will cast it on. I will contact her myself first, kind of like warn her what's coming.
So where are you going to cast it?
Somewhere private, in a tent, alone.
Ooh la la.
Perhaps even outside of the camp. Dial-up noise.
So,
Back to where you cast the spell.
I mean, if we're in near beds or whatever, I'll just hold on. Where did you go? Yo, yeah, where were the beds?
Southeast. Over here.
Okay, I pick that bed.
People just see you sit down on a bed, say some magical words, and pass out.
uh-oh. Must be Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said he was
Eating, yeah.
Yarp.
Baloney.
Pooch.
Baloney.
Pooch.
Alright. So,
I'm not finding anything important. So.
So you're going to cast Dream?
Yep.
Targeting Nathuit.
Alright.
Nothing.
You cast Dream. And you try and reach her. Roll. Make a spell roll. Or at least make a check with your spell modifier.
Okay. I'll just. Meh. Oh shit. 11.
Wait, what? What did you do?
That's a damage.
Oh, fuck. Spell. This one. This'll do
Actually,
a roll.
setting the Boomies people on fire.
Hey, 30.
30, okay. Well, that's an attack, not a check. Attack includes your proficiency bonus, so...
Oh, minus 5. So 25.
25. Alright. So when you cast a dream, immediately you feel like something's interfering with it, or at least trying to. If this were to be any other message spell, you feel like the spell probably would have fizzled. But due to the nature of dream, it seemed to manage to bypass whatever is causing its interference, which you notice is pretty strong in this area.
Okay.
The spell goes through. And you notice that whoever you're trying to contact answers.
Okay. So, Nathuit picks up.
She does.
Okay, so Nathawit, how do you feel about the Boomies Theocracy contacting you?
How is this how you start off?
Paxi is a very blunt man.
Look, yeah, I hate all of this.
You for a good while.
No. For stories, we haven't contacted her since the life train goal died, right?
Yeah, like no, I mean Hey,
not even that. Yeah, just.
Hey, Nathuit, the life drain golem is dead. Also,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
Nathuit.
not even. There's extremely important information that she should be hearing right now.
Hey, Nathuit, do you? We have encountered people who might be potential allies to you.
You know what? No. I said what I said, and I'm sticking next to it.
The problem.
She's just gonna stare at you, Paxi, for a good while, kind of opening her and closing her mouth, and eventually kind of just speaks. I don't really have too much of an opinion on them. In case you haven't been aware, I haven't been a high priest for very long, nor have I been in Renhalf very long. I spent most of my time down here, so my knowledge on the other kingdoms are rather limited at best.
Paxi is very blunt, which isn't helped for the fact that he's very dumb. So he fucking enters a room and immediately shoves his whole foot right in his face.
No, then she goes, she's really busy. I'm like, oh, right, life drain golem. Yeah, we killed that. It's dead. You should find your schedule pretty free.
Please repeat that again, slowly.
Right. Life drain golem's dead. We killed it for you. Well, we killed it for Herbiorin.
Killed the life drain golem.
Yes. I mean, we had help, but yes.
That puts a lot of relief on me.
Should have led with that one.
Yes, you should. And now, why did you ask me about my opinions on the Boomies?
The Boomies. What's the leader's position? What's it called?
Will of Psychon.
Yeah,
the Will of Psychon, like the Boomies president.
No, he's not a president. The guy with us isn't the president. He's like the Secretary of State, or a 5-star general.
Yes, the Will of Psychon.
Will of Psychon these nuts.
Yeah, the Will of Psychon would like to contact you because he is essentially their high priest in contact with their guardian dragon.
You're wanting me to speak with the one who is connected to Psychon.
Yeah, that one. Well, I don't want to. He wants to. I think they can all burn in hell.
Why do they want to contact me?
That's a good question that I don't have the answer for because I didn't think ahead of.
Reaches into your mind telepathically. And is like, well, you see, what's happening is the Boomies Theocracy has been able to help some refugees.
No, I was in the middle of a Warcraft game. You interrupted the internet connection.
No, I'm just like tapping into the network. It's fine. It's like it's when you're like calling
our
someone.
internet now.
When you call someone and then you also someone in your house is on the landline and then you pick it up too and now you're in the call and you can spy on them. It's that. Anyway, see what it is.
She kind of just puts her hand on her face and it's just.
We really need to give this spell to someone else.
Alright. I'm assuming it's of good intentions, right?
I don't. Okay. If you were to ask me, I don't trust them, and I would put extra guards around your mind, because for all I know, they say that they don't know psionics, but they really do.
However, at this point, she kind of just looks up to the sky, or at least the ceiling of this building. What is your thoughts, Serviorin?
Wait, you can just.
Wait,
you just have the bat phone to Irviorin? How's she doing?
We're in the dream realm, you fool!
You are in the realm of dreams, Paxi. Irviorin's domain and specialty.
Can
I
you
have to imagine.
can you let her know that I want to talk
high
to her? Like I'm gonna contact her later.
She
Irviorin?
will contact you in due time.
Okay.
I like
She
to
has a
imagine
lot of choice words with you.
Yeah. No, fully expected.
Irviorin's just watching this conversation like.
Is that
Does Irviorin know where the life drain column came from?
Yes, she's already
Yes.
threatened to drive
She was
Paxi
going to
irrevocably
melt my
insane.
brain if I
Yes.
didn't go and kill it.
All right. Okay.
All right. If you wish whoever this high priest of Saigon is, and they wish to speak with me, I will entertain them. Or at least figure out what it is their intentions are. But regardless, I appreciate you informing me at least that the golem is gone. However, I am aware there are still other threats, correct? The abominations. The aberrations, specifically. The
Yes, those
ship
one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Noted. So it is not quite safe to leave yet. But at least we know that one kingdom-ending horror is gone.
When it rains.
When it rains, it's Paxi's fault.
Paxi doesn't know the other half of that saying. He just says that.
She just stares at you for a little bit.
It's
I
a.
appreciate the heads up. And the silence connection.
She just.
Dane, an honest question. How much of this is on purpose? Like, how much of it is you role-playing Paxi as a dumbass? And how much of it is that you are a dumbass?
The age-old question: is it RP or is it?
Paxi's waking up. What
behind keyboard?
What are you
Look.
doing, Storius?
Dane is a very goal-oriented individual. He has one thing on his mind at a time.
Hello there, prisoner of war. How would you feel about a phone call with a British guy? Oh, by the way, Hitler's dead, the war's over. So anyway, Churchill?
Man, this is the Nazi episode. Yay! Love it. Great.
Hey, no, Nazi episode or not, he did say Hitler is dead. So.
That is fair. Yeah.
I'm just off to the side brooming ruin, yeah, just because I rarely get a chance to just chill and have him actually alive. So yeah.
Oh my god. He's just brushing his fur. It's like, dang, it's been a long time since you've been alive for more than 24 hours.
Also, Simon, you hear another thing from your little eavesdropping tool. Currently, the guy in question who you've marked is currently requesting for some celery for his stew, only for the priest to tell them that they are completely out.
Celery?
The invisible horse has decided to raid the pantry.
Yep.
Out! How are they out? How are you out? We just got a new fresh supply! Unfortunately, we did not factor invisible animals of great power. Yeah, I tried pushing her away. She threw me into the cart.
The horse.
We have carrots. It's not celery! We have potatoes.
You're gonna eat
Already
carrots
got
and you'll like
potatoes!
Sounds like you're going
I
to
love
need more.
banter. Love banter.
So, Paxi's awake. Right
Good
now,
morning, bud.
the sun's setting a lot more now. So, what's everyone doing at this point before it becomes night?
I've
wish
done
I had
a
a
lot of RP already. I'll let other people do something
Yeah.
if they want to.
Yes. Alright, in that case, Paxi has contacted, Nathuit. That went well.
It sure did.
So,
There was no
He's
social
dropping, it's not finding
awkwardness.
anything. If I'm not finding anything in that hour of eavesdropping, then I don't know. Because going invisible and sneaking around the town, not exactly the brightest.
When there are 100 robots that will look directly at you and then just pick you up and into the sun.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll do this the old-fashioned way. Espionage and charlatan acts. I will be the one who infiltrates.
Okay.
So I want to sit down with a bunch of regular people. I guess near.
They're not on the
because
map.
they're eating.
Yeah.
Huh?
As an aside, there
Soldiers.
are. Okay, soldiers.
Not on the map. Okay, so with the spell hunters.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, not on the map. There are a bunch of like dwarves and halfling civilians here.
Yeah, I didn't want to
There's
populate.
no reason to be with them because they're irrelevant to the story. They're just there, you know. Well, the soldiers here could tell me more about what's going on in this army, so I'm going to go sit down and eat and go to an area where soldiers are. I guess I don't know where. I mean, I see all the ones down there, but I don't know if there's any like casual sit down going on.
There's no dedicated seating area here, but you can see there's like a couple gathered around some locations.
I'll go to one of those. Hey, how's it going, fellow guys and people?
They kind of just stop eating and they kind of just look at you.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Don't you worry about that. I'm here with Malcolm.
They all look at each other.
Whatever his name was, his nickname was.
You are one of his party members of Malcolm and the Holy Light.
Oh, of course, of course.
What's he like? What does he do? How does he sleep?
He's really good at healing.
No.
Oh yeah, dude, you wouldn't. You have no idea. I was nearly dead one time, and dude, I swear to God, this arm. I mean, I already had it still, but he healed me, man.
Wait a minute.
One of them just mutters, "Lord Saigon, I wish that was me."
So what's it like over here in this camp, guys?
No.
They all just stare at you for a bit. Oh,
I like to get
it is quite an enjoyable experience here. You know, get to travel the world, get to find horrors beyond human imagination. Or not
Ooh,
human.
yeah, I can relate to that too. It's Timmy, by the way.
They all
But
look
you can
at
call
each
me
other.
Tim.
Tim of Malcolm of the Holy Light's party.
Sure, we'll go with that.
One of them just like lowers, like whispers, "I already got an autograph from him. He would give me another. Can you try and get one for me?
You want another autograph from Malcolm?
From my wife."
Oh, okay, I got you. I'll get that taken care of.
Another one
But
just
what's
kind of
in it
leans
for
forward.
me?
He doesn't have a wife. He just wants another one to sell.
That's fine.
Shut it!
Hey, that's
Make it out to
fine, but what's in
eBay.
it for me? I can get you that, but you gotta give me a little something in return, man. I'm not looking for money. Don't. I
They were
trust me,
already
I get
reaching their pocket.
I want to hear the juicy deets of the area.
One of them just offers you his stew.
What the fuck? No,
Juicy
no.
eats. It is pretty good.
Juicy deets, not eats.
Oh.
Details,
He takes it
information, fun stuff, whatever's going
They
on,
all kind of
drama,
like look at each
everything.
other. We're
I'm
not
bored,
really supposed to be talking
because-
about that with a stranger.
Well, you don't have to, but let me tell you,
Okay.
drama's way more fun when you do it with other people. And I'm a bard, so I can talk shit about them too.
They all
Tell me,
start
what's
looking at
Ian
you
over
like,
from accounting doing? That piece of shit.
We
You're
don't
having
know
way too much
anything.
fun here, fucking Drew.
But we know a Frederick. Who
Oh,
is
Frederick, what's he
currently
like?
he stole all the celery. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh my god, of course fucking Frederick did. Well, I can tell you, I can get some information on that.
Classic
But-
Frederick.
Now, I'm telling you, Frederick's an interesting guy, but do you know what's also interesting? Something's going on here in the Boomies theocracy and everything around here. See, I'm a bard. I like writing stories, but more so, I like having a grand old time. Now, I'm not in it for the money. I'm just in it for the show. So, to get you that autograph, which I can do very easily, and I hold a piece of paper and I'm going to roll performance, or actually deception to make it. It's just one of my songwriting pieces, but I'm going to use some deception to make it seem like I'm like it's already autographed by him. By Malcolm.
Deception.
Okay. Oh, come on. Whatever. 29. Because it's a natural one, but it turns into a 10. Reliable talent.
That's not how that works natural. He's gonna look at it.
I'm not letting him see it. It's just a quick, like...
They know for a fact that it's not Malkin's. They just, like, look at it for a moment, all but a glance, and they all proceed to look at their own signed piece of, like, paper or helmet. One guy looks at his fucking, like, arm guard. Hey, listen, we're looking for a personally signed one.
Alright,
Wait,
well, okay,
you mean
I can tell. Well, sure, okay. Of course I don't have the real... I mean... Why would I do that? That'd be really suspicious, right?
This guy's a phony.
No, you're a phony. In fact, I stole your pants already.
Oh man, it's good.
They kind of scoot away.
So wait, you're telling me you don't want to tell old Tim anything? I'm traveling for the night. Like, I'm not even going to be here, so what am I going to do with this information?
They kind of just stare at you. One of them just kind of blows. Listen, give me the autograph and then we'll tell you something. There's no we here. No, shut up.
Sure thing. So I'm going to roll, Dylan, if I can, as I go off for a little bit. I'm going to use... Would it be a performance roll to forge...
That's
his signature.
Not performance.
What is it? Not in front of me. So I said I'm going to go off and using the signature, the autograph that I saw that they were given. How would I forge signature?
Isn't there a specific kit that would help with that?
Forger's
kit.
I have it. Forgery kit.
It would require a deception with the forging kit. Actually, no. For forgery kit, we're adding proficiency only.
Because I'm not going up to Malcolm for this, because I don't want to seem like I have ill intent. So 1d20 plus 6. Natural fucking 20.
All right. Just the mere glance. It was all it took for you to look at their own fucking signatures on their armor and pieces of gear. So you made a 1-for-1 autograph on a piece of paper.
Is it possible with this natural 20 to do multiples? Like, say I trace over it, and okay, I want to use it as a trace with my own multiple pieces of paper.
How many are you wanting to make?
With this forgery kit and all that, I'm going to trace over 10 copies.
10 copies. All right. No more.
Yeah. No more. Well, no, it's not that. I'm just using my actual skill as an artist to... Okay, that sounds kind of fucked up now I think about it, tracing. Anyways, I am going to create the initial forge of Malkin's signature with the natural 20. And then after that, I'll be just getting extras and tracing and copying his signature.
Alright. So now, how many?
10 total.
Alright.
So I'm going to go back to this group. And
they're talking to each other, and then they stop and just stare at you.
I'm telling you, as a good member of his party, I managed to convince him not one, not two, but one autograph for each of you. And I showcase...
The guy on the ledge just elbows. I was like, see, told you.
Now, what am I turn for this? Tell me,
what's the deets in the area? Like, what's the rigmarole? What's shaking up?
Well,
Tell me shit.
it all changed when all of you showed up.
Really?
It's not
What was
usually
it like
get
before,
business
and what is it
adventures.
like now?
It was kind of tense, actually, with the fact that we had a whole golem here that's currently killing everyone left and right. And then the
Sure,
fact that
sure.
a great national hero showed up along with a party of adventurers who killed it. There's a lot of hope here,
Absolutely. Is there anything shady going on? Anything you guys don't like?
Well, not too much of a fan of the leadership. No, leadership. You're more talking about that one guy. Yeah, the elite guy, he's kind of just a bit of a hard ass. Oh, no shit, he's been real rude for no reason.
Tell me about it. I get those kinds of people.
What are you all discussing about? Oh, hey, Phil! Hey, it's
It's a
Phil!
Phil,
It's our most happiest guy out there. We love Phil, right? He just stares at all of them.
I turn around, look at Phil, like, how's it going, man? Just chatting, like, I got these guys some signatures from Malcolm. You know, just as a nice thing. You want it?
Signatures. Takes a step forward and kind of just glowers at you. Let me see.
Absolutely, go ahead. And I'm going to show him the one I nat 20'd on.
He takes it, looks it over, nods his head, slips it into his pocket. Carry on.
Yeah, that's fine.
The three guys just sigh in relief. God, fuck Phil.
No, I'm getting that back. Fuck that guy.
What?
Fuck that guy. I'm gonna.
You're like, no take backs. You gave it to me.
Uh-huh. So you see, all right, fine. I gave him my only other autograph. I'm screwed now. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I went over to Malcolm and I got this from him. I was going to keep this, like, in, I don't know. Like, apparently he's famous and all this. These guys aren't giving me shit for information.
Okay, buddy. You're asking us about decent information, all that. Seems like you're kind of implying about something a little more. What exactly are you asking?
It's for drama.
Besides Phil, there ain't much for drama, really. Or at least I don't think so.
I mean, you guys hate Phil. I get that. Fuck that bastard, obviously. But tell me,
fuck Phil.
Yeah, fuck Phil. So, is there anything going on, like, I don't know anything about the Boomies Theocracy. I'm just wondering if there's any fun stuff or any information that could be. I wouldn't say bartered. That makes it sound kind of.
Well, there's a festival that's going to be happening in a month. That's going to be pretty exciting, actually. You should definitely go.
What's it about?
It celebrates the great tale of the first pontiff. And also how the great tale of the hero who assisted in defeating the Puppet King.
Huh. Sounds interesting. Is there anything special about this event?
It is a week-long holiday.
That's pretty nice. Well, I'm telling you, I'm an adventurer. Like, there's no such thing as a holiday, and there's no such thing as a day of work, so.
There's no such thing for holidays for us. Yeah, we gotta work every single day. Kinda regret being a spell hunter.
Yeah, that sucks. So, is there... I guess, besides that, what's the history behind these golems and all that? Because they're talking about your guys' what's the guardian dragon for this area again called?
Psychon.
Yeah, Psychon these nuts.
They all stare at you.
I say this not to them.
I will say one more time. You say it, it's coming out loud.
Just because
one of them kind of just mutters. Oh, you're speaking of the mage killer golems.
And why are they called mage killer golems? I mean, besides the obvious
kill mages
presence, but why is this whole thing against mages? Like, isn't there like
They all just give
let's
you
be
a
real. I mean,
flower.
I'm just kind of gesture to Malcolm over there. He uses magic.
Divine
to heal
magic?
people.
He's no mage. He's a cleric. Associate him with a mage. For
Other people-
shame.
Okay, that completely understand. My fault. But do keep in mind, I'm not from here. I don't know your guys' rules and all that, so what's with all the hate behind mages? I mean, besides the Great War a long time ago, I get that.
None
Is
of them
that
are
it?
Springers fans. They kill people, but they create a lot of dangerous things. They've completely massacred Margrasia. They've summoned devils to basically control our king before we became a theocracy.
What?
I could keep going. Yeah, the puppet king. He was
Yeah.
puppeted by a devil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought when they call him the puppet king, I thought he was like the king of puppets, not the one who gets puppeted. I don't know. Okay.
He
No,
was
that's
very good at
that jester
puppeteering.
that we talked to.
Oh yeah, the one something. Mountain
Anyways,
Palace
that's
or
just
whatever,
5
yeah.
fingers. I can move to the other 10 and I can start counting toes. Mages have done a lot
I count
of work
25 there from what you just said, so I think you're the odd one out.
here. I was just born with it.
Oh, okay, understandable. All right. Well, I guess there's a cool event that's going on. I mean, I got nothing,
Oh.
and he's dead again.
They all kind of just like look at each other.
Like,
You're invited, kinda, to. Well, it's an open event. Anyone can enter within reason.
yeah,
as
why
long as you
wouldn't I
follow
be
standard
invited?
laws.
I'm a bard. I do great. I'm great at storytelling.
Well, you still have to follow standard. Let's see if we can remember the whole fucking spiel. You have to follow the standard laws of the Boomy theocracy. No magic. Any and all
That's fine.
remnants must be confiscated or officially sanctioned.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm a
That's pretty much
bard.
it.
I make music.
And you're also
That's what
using
I do.
magic. No,
How do
he
you know
could
that?
just be a random tavern bard. Doesn't know.
How the hell do you know I can use magic? Are you a narc?
Magic is normally associated with bards. It's
How
because
do
they
you know
play
this?
their music is magical. Yada yada. It's a fucking saying.
Yeah,
fine.
dude. I'm just really good at my art, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just like stare
Wow.
at you
Definitely
for a
no
moment.
remnants either.
Wait, one of my mothers.
What's a
At
remnant?
the same time, he is associated with Malkrin, so he might actually be a magical bard. Yeah, you're right.
But I'm not one of those magic arcane wielder, whatever. I'd like to roll deception.
Roll deception. They're all staring at you now.
And please don't natural one again. That's better. 32.
They kind of just like stare
You're
at
at
you
39.
before slowly nodding.
Or sorry,
Like,
20,
sure,
20,
okay.
No, never mind.
Alright. One of them just like, yeah, see, he has a point, while the other two are just like very skeptical but shrug. Seem like they're not getting paid enough to care that much.
Yep, and I'm going to play a song, I guess. I'm just going to be really obnoxious over here, do stereotypical bard shit.
One of them just gets up, anyways, I need to go continue our shift. Gotta start patrolling.
Oh, mind if I tag along?
No.
Oh, you don't mind? Okay, that's awesome.
They start walking off.
I want to trail after him.
Alright.
But
Nighttime is
but very
heading, by the way.
suspiciously. I want to do it stealthily. Because I want to see if I can, like, if the whole point of aggravating the shit out of them is going to get them to talk about any rumors. So can I roll for stealth?
You can roll stealth.
I'm probably going to get found anyways. 21.
Alright. They don't see you.
Can I roll perception to kind of get an idea what they're saying and eavesdrop?
Roll perception.
God damn it.
You don't hear anything.
I hate it here. Alright, I'm going to give up on role playing.
Alright, so I'll say nighttime is falling. What is everyone doing as dark hits?
I might, after a little while, I mean, I'll, like, get a snack, maybe ask one of their quartermasters to help, like how much supplies they can spare. Maybe pack up some things just ahead of time. And after a little while, I will maybe check in on the general man whose name has way too many syllables for me to remember. And
Lathrak Rin.
Lathrak Rin, okay. And maybe after a little while, check up on him and see if he's made a decision.
Eventually, you can see he's currently poring over some various maps and things, but when you approach, he kind of just like folds them over before turning to look at you. I've thought over it, and I've just come to a decision. As much as I very am against the concept of using arcane magic, perhaps it is the most efficient method to come in contact with someone I have not met before. So yes, I will go under the dream spell, but I will be supervised.
Yes, I assume some of your own people?
By the Templars.
Of course. I will go get my friend Paxi, and I will tell him. You do make your preparations, and I'll go over and, like, over here. I'll fucking poke my fucking head in. Like, hey, Paxi, he's ready for you.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Now, as a word of advice, Paxi, try not to embarrass yourself in front of not one, but two people who are empowered by literal gods. They might liquefy your brain and organs.
Brain liquid.
It is baby food for baby brain spiders.
Exactly. You gotta puree it first for them. So they can grow.
Fuck am I hearing?
So they can grow big and strong and become fully grown brain spiders.
Sakala approves.
Exactly.
Alright, so Paxi, what are you doing?
I'm
I
gonna
lead him and
cast.
I lead him to the tent.
By his hand.
Literally,
Yep.
like I fucking. Like my camera's turned off still. I just.
Just carrying him.
When I'm in the camp, just. There we go.
Alright, Paxi.
Yep.
You're in the center tent. You are basically surrounded on either side by two giant guys in golden armor, and you can see this guy here. Kind of just looks at you, Paxi. He kind of just like looks at you for a moment before nodding. So you must be the one responsible for the dream spell, then. I am Lathrak Rin, Will of Saigon. And he kind of just like taps his chest. Get them before giving a small bow.
I don't like you.
This is I feel. What did I just say? You have to excuse my friend here. With the horns, he's assumes people are going to be prejudiced against him, which is fair. Plenty of people are.
I have no reason to be prejudiced, unless you give me a reason to think you suspicious. But this is a simple spell, and even though you do wield the arcane, I will look the other way. Just
How gracious of you. And I cast sleep on him.
sleep?
or the dream.
That's not gonna fail. Okay, so you cast dream on him.
I have a question, Dylan.
What's up?
While I see Paxi casting the dream spell, could I try and use my psionic abilities, possibly try and tap into whatever power is in this helmet I don't know about, to try and like spy on this connection in some way?
Maybe.
I'm not even in it.
But
It is a call between two people.
Wait, Paxi's not going to go inside the dream?
No.
No.
Okay, then I don't need to. I was making sure he behaved himself. That's all I cared about.
So
No.
this goes on for about 10 minutes, a possible conversation. Eventually, you can hear him stirring, and the two Templars here are just like staring at both him and you, Paxi, silently. But once the will of Saigon like stirs, he kind of gets up. That was a very lengthy conversation. It is also an interesting experience speaking in the dream realm. But also there's some confusion too, Paxi. Seems that you've had this Nothwood confused and mistaken me for the Pontiff.
He's doesn't. He's a little
For
bit slow.
For the record, since she wanted me to say this to you, Paxi.
Oh god damn it.
I am not a high priest. I do not have a connection to Saikon, nor do I speak to him or for him. I am merely his will. I carry out his duty and enforce what he desires. With that in mind, we've had a lengthy conversation, and from what we have gathered and understood, is that our goals are aligned. We, the Bumisiocracy, will offer sanctuary to her and her people, if they so desire to. And we will also form a mutual relationship where we will guarantee their protection and form allies once Margrasia is rebuilt. We've already had some form of trade, but not much. But now that they are currently in shambles, we will not allow them to suffer. So, we have formed an alliance. Or at least a temporary one, till the details can be more figured out once we speak in person. I'll be sure to deliver this to the Pontiff, and then we will be sure to send out a more proper regiment to go out there and speak to them directly. With that, he gives a respectful nod to both you, Paxi, and Saint.
Alright. Well, I believe my party and I have had a long several weeks. It has been a very long time since we have had a truly safe place to rest. So we will take advantage of that opportunity.
That is also a question I have. What is your next plan now that you've destroyed the Life Drain Golem? High Priestess Nothwood did not go into details of the reasons. However, from what she has informed is that you have quite a list of objectives to fulfill.
More of our own messes to clean up.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, I was about to say that Well Splitter wasn't our fault, but it was actually. Thank you.
It was Aryu's fault.
Thank you, Aryu. But what I will say is,
Well Splitter was Aryu's fault. Him knowing where the Harbinger is was Pax's fault.
That's true, actually. Yes, it's many people's fault. If I understand correctly, we
work together here.
My party has some contact somewhere, someone who could possibly help them move from place to place more efficiently, and our goal is to seek them out and then rapidly transport ourselves to some other objective.
Is the life of the adventurer. Always on the move, saving one place to the next.
Right.
That is mere curiosity, because if you were going somewhere else, we could offer some form of assistance. But seems like you have everything figured out on your own.
Right, well,
but I will tell you, as friends and allies of Malkren, we will be sure to assist you in any way we can.
We will try not to impose too much, but we graciously accept, thank you for your offer, whether or not we take advantage of it.
He nods his head. With that, you are both excused. There's much for me to think about.
I will give him a respectful nod, and I will go find a tent to relax in.
They all look at Paxi.
Paxi casts Dream on himself and just passes out on the floor.
In the main tent.
Alright. So, nighttime is hitting. I'm assuming everyone's going to probably be getting ready for bed. Unless people want nighttime shenanigans.
The only nighttime shenanigan I want to do is now that I think this is the first time I've really had a time to really sit down and relax a bit, I want to try and there is some kind of weird presence or power to my helmet. I want to try and reach out to it.
Alright.
What's that? You have a piece of equipment that talks to you? I have experience with this.
I don't necessarily know or think that the helmet is sentient, but there is clearly some power to it beyond what I understand. The 15th wizard that's actually a mind flayer we've met told me that. So I'm going to just try
you Are you saying this to the DM or to anybody?
Yes. I'm not
okay.
doing the voice.
Yeah.
But so I will try and use my own psionic abilities and the telepathy granted by me by the helmet itself to try and I don't know, delve into its power, see what there is there I can see.
What is a good roll in this case? It's not Arcana.
I
Roll
mean,
for brain spiders.
I could just make a fucking what is effectively like a spell attack roll, like my
Yeah.
8 plus PD plus intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
This would be a spell attack roll, I guess.
8. I mean, technically that's like I don't really make attacks with my psionic abilities, but I technically have a spell save DC. It's just a psychic save DC. So it's it would be 1d20 plus my PB plus my
Natural 20.
Yep.
That does it.
Yeah, never mind. I don't need to do math. Math is cringe.
So you're just trying to think, okay, there's something going on in this little artifact here. You want to figure out what exactly. And you start delving into it. At first you're like, you don't see anything.
This
And
is kind of ridiculous. It's just a helmet. I'm probably overthinking this.
And then you feel a presence in your mind.
Uh-oh.
God damn it.
It is alien to describe it. Not like any sort of mental kind of way of processing thought that you're used to. Because you've spoken with people with telepathy, even though if you haven't really delved into their minds in great detail, you at least understand the structures of their thought and the way they think. Whatever this is, it is not humanoid, or at least nothing like you have spoken to. It feels very aberration in nature.
I see. Does it have can I tell if there's a sapience or a sentience to it, or is it just
there's a lot of sentience in there. It is thinking, and it seems to be it's aware that you are aware of it.
I want to try. I'm not going to use words because I don't think it will understand them, but I want to try and inquire to its I guess its intent. Does it like humanoids? I remember you saying that it gave me a good feeling when I said mind flayers were bad. I guess I want to probe into that. Does it like mind flayers? Does it hate mind flayers? Does it hate mind flayers? Does it like them? Does it hate humanoids? Does it hate me?
The general concept you're understanding is that it sees you as a lesser entity.
Rude.
I see.
In fact, when you seem to probe into its thought process, it shares this with literally everyone else here. Everything here is lessers.
I see. Can I try and find out what it thinks an equal is?
It thinks itself as superior.
Okay. I see.
And the mage you spoke to, it thinks of it as a lesser compared to it, but considers it to be superior to all of you.
I see. So it thinks the mage, the actual mind flayer, is also lesser than itself.
Yes, but also thinks the mind flayer is superior to all of you.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I think I'm getting an idea of what it is.
Does it? Can I try and to inquire about how it ended up on a crashed ship in the desert? Not how the crown came to be, but how it came to be here.
Yeah, the information you get it shares some brief memories. Seems to involve the ship flying through the desert before being struck down by some powerful magic, and then it was left there to be buried when the remnants of the ship fled or died, depending on circumstances.
I see.
Seems it was left behind due to it not being considered important.
That must really bother it.
Seems like it doesn't bother it. You start to realize some more information you peel from it. It is a tool to be utilized by lesser creatures.
I see. Well, I, as a lesser creature, would benefit from being able to utilize this tool. Does it have any uses that I don't know about? What was it made for?
From what the information you gather, it is supposed to be utilized by slaves to act as a higher form of power in directing and controlling other slaves.
Ah, I see.
And it seems like there is a lot more power behind it that is currently dormant and not being utilized. It seems like it'll be unlocked over time once your own psionics develop further.
I see.
It also seems like there's a lot more intelligence behind this thing, but right now you're only able to speak with the bare aspects of it.
Strange. Can I tell if it... I don't know. I don't want it to eat my brain, but can I tell if it, I don't know, has any objection with being used by me as an inferior being, because it was made to be used by literal slaves?
It has no objection. It seems like it is a tool, technically. It has its own thoughts, but doesn't have any objectives because its creators are gone.
I see.
So, it sees you as a lesser being, but because you are a lesser being, you are allowed to use it.
I see. Very interesting.
And the fact that you possess psionics is what grants you a greater advantage compared to other beings who do not have psionics.
Alright. I think that's all for now. If I need to become stronger myself to wield its power, I'm not going to try and bother it to give me power it can't.
It also seems to release a form of thought that implies that finding an entity of the same origin could also further unlock its power if they are familiar with with the crown.
Like a mind flayer or another psionically empowered artifact?
Yes.
Okay.
Particularly one that is illithid in nature or familiar with illithid artifacts.
Okay, well, we might know a few people like that.
Alright.
I think I will.
It becomes dormant.
Yeah, I will sever the connection.
Alright.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
So, what of everyone else?
I mean, I did, but
Honk shoe.
So, if no one has anything else, everyone will be taking a long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we're level 16. No? Okay.
So,
I need a long rest.
while everyone starts taking a long rest, all of you start feeling as if your, dreamless slumber is about to be interrupted.
By a cutscene.
Axie,
Oh. I said I wasn't doing anything.
Astorius,
Uh-oh.
are you? Swolbo, Simon, and Saint.
Yes.
All of you find yourself waking up in an unusual environment.
What now?
What kind of environment?
the Patreon environment.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, ignore that.
It
I mean, the
automatically
map
supposed
didn't
to the
load for a
bottom.
second, so I thought it was just like, I thought it was just gonna be like a white map. I was like, what the heck?
You guys find yourself standing in a towering cathedral that is shed with a brilliant light.
Do I feel anything like psionic about what's happening to us?
You do not. In fact, it feels like a dream, but a little too coherent and realistic. You also notice at the end is a priest that looks exactly like the various priests you saw scattered around the camp.
I see.
Do I recognize this as a dream?
You do.
I will approach the figure. Is there anything about this architecture that I know about, or is it entirely foreign to me?
It is foreign.
Okay.
You have not seen anything like this before. The priest turns and looks at all of you. He kind of takes some steps down. before folding his arms behind his head back. He kind of just says, I give you a sincere apology for interrupting your slumber. However, this is something I deem to be more important.
Buzz, buzz, buzz,
Like
buzz,
a-
buzz.
Okay. Signal is being
This is when he kind
transmitted.
of like starts nodding his head to each of you. Paxi, Simon,
Yes.
Astorius, Swalbo, and Saint. You are the party of what they call the degenerates?
That seems to be the name we're going with. I feel like it's partly because we couldn't think of anything better.
I didn't come up with a name, but continue.
He kind of takes a few steps forward. I will cut to the chase, as all of you would say. The reason why I'm intruding on your slumber is because I bear an important message. No, a vision. You see, I am taking quite a risk intruding upon Violin's domain, but because of the fact that she is weakened due to the influence of her people being mostly gone, I sadly must trespass just this once. Perhaps introductions. I am Saigon, the Prophecy Dragon.
I wouldn't expect a guardian dragon to appear in a humanoid form.
A humanoid form is usually the chosen in order to not instill fear upon others. But if you wish for me to be in my draconic form...
It is your business, not mine.
He kind of just raises his hand and snaps his fingers, and you kind of notice his form changes. He goes from small to massive.
Ah, I
A
get
towering
You had
dragon
to.
of
You
glittering
just had
red
to.
scales.
What? It's a valid question. I mean, honestly, he looks impressive. I like it. I like the color palette.
I like the color.
Is this form more suitable, or would you prefer for me to revert back?
Yeah, whatever you are more comfortable with, but I'm not, like, going to freak out or anything.
He kind
We're
of
used
looks
to
at the
this
rest
at this
of you.
point.
I see. Regardless, I'm here because of a vision. Normally, I would impart my prophecies and visions to my people, or more specifically, my speaker, the Pontiff. However, this particular vision is not something I should share with them, in order to not instill any rash decisions. This is something that concerns all of you.
See.
Kind of just closes his eyes for a moment before speaking again. This is not something I will say lightly. But this is something I saw. A possible fate. It is not a prophecy, but a vision. A vision that has potentials to deviate, to not be concrete, to not be certain, while a prophecy is inevitable. This is something I've obtained from the Weave. I saw a fate of the world itself. Nothing but fire and brimstone, calamity after calamity, creatures of metal and monstrosities from the far realm, entities wielding a black inky substance and more, ultimately with the world crumbling, before being wiped clean, resetting again. Except this reset is worse. Something is in control of it, and thus able to submit and control the entire plane of existence to its own will. An entity far beyond anything we can ever comprehend, one that transcends even me.
I see. That
And the
is
one
pretty
responsible for this all is your party at the helm. The vision is the end of the world as we know it, with your party responsible.
We all turn to Paxi.
Wasn't me.
But that is the thing. This is not an end of the world with Paxi at the focus, but all of you playing an equal part. The reason I bring this vision to you is to inform you. If I inform the Pontiff, the obvious decision would be simply for them to eradicate each and every one of you. However,
They can try.
such a fate is not necessarily what will prevent it.
So, if you are a being of prophecy with insight into the future, do you know how our party ends up correlating to this fate? Is it something we've already done? Something we have yet to do? Something we can avoid doing?
Something that has yet to be done.
I see.
This is specifically associated with a particular magic that I know exists, but have not been able to hear much of it. 10th level magic.
There's no such thing. It's a myth.
It is unfortunately something that did exist at one point. It is not used, except by a singular individual that I still remember despite his attempts to erase himself. Ortholots. They created a spell to reset the world, to undo all the harm of other mages.
Yeah, that checks out.
But the spell was
the
incomplete. He looks at you. You do.
I've heard of it.
We have encountered tale of Ortholos's past and present.
You know of this spell, Simon. What is it?
I believe it's just called Deus Ex, is it not?
Deus Ex Machina.
I thought it was just Deus Ex, but okay, that's fair.
Not to be confused with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. That's a different spell.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. No misplay.
Yeah, Deus Ex Mankind Divided is a sequel to this spell.
Exactly. 11th level. Anyway.
Or actually, is Mankind Divided a prequel? I don't know.
An unexpected power, saving a seemingly hopeless situation. A very fitting name for the spell. It is a spell that is essentially wish. It makes sense. Except it removes much of the downsides. Instead of interpreting what you wish for, it takes it at its literal cause. Yes. Whether your party is the one that casts the spell, or you simply allow someone else to cast it, is what causes the end of the world.
So, would the solution not simply be to destroy the spell? Or simply prevent it from being cast?
Perhaps, or something else. Maybe the usage of the spell is what ensures the safety of this realm, or it will be its destruction. It is literally rewriting history and existence itself. You can make it perfect. You can undo threats. You can save everyone. Or you can turn it into a nightmare hellscape. But whatever it is, there is a powerful entity that's behind it. One that seeks to have absolute control.
I see. And so, is this entity responsible for the power of the spell? Or simply to wield it?
It is responsible for existence itself, the current fate of the world. Unfortunately, this information is safe to give because of the fact that we are within my domain. If you were out in the world speaking its name, it would become aware of you.
Oh, it's that kind of situation, I see.
It is a god, but not. It is far more dangerous and elusive than the far gods. He kind of shifts his gaze to Paxi.
I didn't do it.
I know that you are aware of it. You know the name. I will not pry it from you.
Oh, you want to know?
I will not pry it from you, he said. Are you listening? I think this is we're getting to understand the problem.
I mean, people sometimes say that when they want to know, but they're like, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, sort of thing.
I feel like the giant god dragon that can see the future does not have to bother with subtext.
But the question is, do the others want to know?
If I know, will it explode my head?
Yeah,
No,
probably.
It will not, but it will pose you at risk.
I mean, I feel like we already know enough. We know that somehow the spell Deus Ex Machina, the casting of it, will cause a fundamentally very bad thing to happen. So we simply prevent the spell from being rediscovered or used.
Currently, there are individuals collecting the spells in order to remake it once more, so they can cast it. That I know.
Oh.
And they've already gathered many pages.
Yep.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that none of these people are friends of my party here.
One of them was Kenthro, till we fucking kicked his ass.
You mean murdered?
No,
He turned into a tentacle monster.
Acast pops
And
in.
died.
Actually, he turned into a squid man and then collapsed into an alternate dimension. So,
It's like
I guess it's unclear.
little bit of A, little bit of B.
Regardless.
Yes. I mean, can you point us in any direction? If you can see the future, can you see a future where we meet one of the people who has these spells?
I do not know where they are currently, but I did see a location on when the spell is cast.
Ah.
It is in the Badlands.
See.
Particularly a location where I understand is where Ortholos originally cast the spell. That I do not know where it is exactly. But perhaps one of you do. And he looks at Astorius. You may not have him with you right now because it's simply a pocket dream. But you are connected to something that is associated with Ortholos, are you not?
I believe he does have a tattoo.
That is correct.
Solus. I know of Solus. I've spoken to him before, once upon a time, back when I was still a young dragon. Regardless, you have many means to figure out this situation. But I want to warn you anyways, simply because you need to know of the fate of the world. It is coming a lot sooner than we think, and the visions I'm seeing are not good. Chaos. Complete chaos. At some point, either in the coming month or months, this entire plane is going to fall apart, as various sides start fighting each other. And you all will be caught in the middle of it, as with the rest of Auseland. I plan to prepare my people the best I can, but they will not be able to handle it. And I know what your thoughts are on the Boomies theocracy. You may care very little of it, especially after what they did to you initially. But, as much of a zealot that my people can be, they at least mean somewhat well.
There is an expression where I come from that the road to the hells is paved with good intentions.
That is correct. And that is precisely what will happen once that individual collects all 10 pages.
See.
And perhaps you should share this with your Aegis friend. But he, the one who wishes to gather all 10 pages, is an enemy to Jaluda. And he is collecting them all strictly with destroying Jaluda in mind. But by him doing it, consequentially, he will also destroy the rest of the world.
This Acast fellow, why do you not reach out to him yourself if you are able to contact us outside of your own domain?
It is strictly because a tier of Eolin's domain is weakened. If I dare to try and reach out to Nosophy's domain, not only will my link not establish, she will lash out. As I'm aware, she is very much against any outsiders interfering with her domain now.
I imagine after being invaded, that would do that to you.
Indeed. Auseland has overstepped his boundaries, but what am I to say? He has always been hungry.
I feel like if the boundaries of your domain are vanquishing, it's not really a good thing. Always going to be overstepping. Spoiling for a fight.
Indeed. But that is all I have to really say on the matter besides one last thing. He looks at Paxi again. Which is about
I didn't
that
do
name.
it. Uh-huh.
It is not its name specifically, but the name of its species. That's all I will share with you.
Oh, there's more than one. Phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Fuck.
The one entity in question is a far more powerful version of its species. But the name you have on your tongue is what it is. Its species. The only last piece of information I can share is that they are demonic in origin, or at least related to the planes of hell.
Huh.
Take that hint if you wish. I will not share more without risking you.
Have I seen it all? Have I flicked it off?
You have. Do you make a habit of flicking off things from the lower planes?
You do know what the name is, right?
Yeah.
Yes, actually I do. Answering Saint's question.
Oh. You really shouldn't do that, actually. That's a bad idea. They don't like it when you do that. No one does, actually.
Oh, man.
The fate of this plane rests on all of your shoulders. There's only so much I can do, unfortunately. And I don't want to make this any more stereotypical than it already is. But unfortunately, that is just how the situation will turn out. You've already done a great deal of good from the visions I've obtained, fending off evils after evil, and also creating evils before ultimately destroying them.
Yeah,
But
see?
everything you've fought until now is very small compared to the grand scheme. It is all one big conspiracy.
Don't like that.
All with that one entity at the helm. Like I said, if I reveal too much more, it puts everything at risk. So discover this information on your own, without my help. Perhaps then you'll be able to learn more of it without risking your own sanity.
That is understandable.
And use every single tool at your disposal. Inquire with your intelligent artifacts. Look and reach out to your connections. Because ultimately, your two main goals should be this. While you are taking care of everything, such as the various threats, such as the machines, or this wealth splitter, as I've understood, is starting to grow in power, you should also prioritize the pages, and you should also learn and prepare for this entity that is responsible for it all.
Is it planning to make some kind of corporeal presence in our world?
It intends to rule and control everything. Instead of how it did during the Arcane War, it wishes to have complete control.
I see.
Lastly, beware of dreams. You may have entered it quite frequently, and even now I'm entering and speaking to you in the dream realm. The dreams are compromised. Whatever you do in the dreamscape, the entity is aware and is watching. And the more you are in the realm of dreams, the more likely it will then compromise you.
I see.
That is all I have left now.
If I may, I have a certain curiosity. You say you are the prophecy dragon. You clearly have visions of the present and the future.
Correct.
How often do the things you see come to pass, and how often can they be successfully prevented?
I've had many visions come and go. The only ones that are unavoidable are the prophecies. The visions, however, can be prevented if the proper measures are utilized, or they will simply happen due to the actions of others preventing them. This prophecy I've had for a long time is something I cannot depart due to the fact that it will ensure it will happen sooner than later. But the vision I have obtained of the end of the world could be prevented if done correctly. However, I cannot interfere further, otherwise I will simply speed it up and ensure that the fate will happen.
I see.
I give you this knowledge so you can prepare, nothing more. And I will also give you my word that my people will not be made aware of it. Nor will they be made aware of what you've done, or at least several of you have done in that prison. That is another secret I will keep.
I see.
Prison.
I find you very strange. In my experience, the Guardian Dragons like to take a hands-on approach, like to be in tune with their people, but yours seem to be at odds with you.
I simply give visions to the one who I believe is capable of handling them. If too many obtain it, they will use it to their own advantage or cause chaos. Every dragon has their own methods. Just as Alsradas prefers a more hands-on approach. And then he looks at Simon, or Bethelfet, preferring to look in her shadows.
I see. This is fair.
I must go now. I can feel it already. It is not happy that I've isolated all of you.
Gee. This is troubling, but appreciated nonetheless.
It is coming. I will take the brunt of its rage. All of you will not suffer from it. But remember, while you're completing everything else, ensure the pages are not falling into the wrong hands, and prepare for the entity that is currently encroaching on us now. With that, he closes his eyes and vanishes. And the dream falls apart. And all of you find yourself waking up in your tents.
Well, that was not ominous at all.
Nice guy.
Yeah. Dylan?
Yes?
While we were in the Psychoscape, could I sense... I know it's been established that magic items cannot enter the dream realm, but
yes.
Could I sense any presence of Tazravex, seeing as it is quite different in nature?
It seems to be well aware of your memories right now.
Okay. But
so it was not with you.
It wasn't with me, but it still knows what happened.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Does it know anything about something beyond reality?
It knows a lot.
Okay then. I appreciate it. Good talks. Good talk, team. Okay.
Alright. With all that's happened, this will probably be a good stopping point as well before we prepare for the next session.
Yep.
But I will ask, so your goal now is to head back so you can get teleported to Shador?
I mean, unless I'm misremembering, that is something that I, as Nick has brought up, is that once the Life Drain Golem is dead, come back, and I will be able to use my spell to send you all directly to, where, like, Paxy's girlfriend is hanging out.
To go put out the other major fire that we started.
One of Paxy's girlfriends. He has two.
The other one's
dead.
No, we fixed her.
No, she was in the past.
We gave her irreparable mental damage.
Tiefling, fiery Manala.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wasn't she just...
You don't know where she went.
Wasn't she just in Margracia when the Life Drain Golem started to attack and she's presumed dead?
No, like after we unliched her, then we she sort of went off to, I guess, to find, I guess, some comfort with the rest of the followers of Shen somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's in Margracia, right?
No, they left.
No.
Right here.
They left somewhere. They didn't tell you exactly where they were going.
Like,
They could be dead, or they could be alive.
who knows?
Who knows? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Kai.
So to clarify, we either will or won't cause the end of the world, and we either should or shouldn't allow the casting of a 10th level spell.
I mean, no, I feel like it's pretty clear that the spell being cast is bad, and we shouldn't let it happen.
Yeah.
Didn't he say at some point it's possible that we could cause the casting of it to save the world or something?
No, not really. He's not exactly sure who will cast the spell, but that the casting of the spell will likely lead to a horrible calamity.
Wish, except Wish does everything you want it to do.
And also, it affects
But nothing
everything
new.
everywhere all at the same time.
Deus Ex Machina.
Literally.
But yeah, so with that, so you guys will head back, probably, and then you'll head to Shador to put out your second wildfire.
For the
And
record, I created none of these.
what's up?
I said for the record, I created none of these wildfires.
No, but you're putting them all out, so that's good for you.
Yes.
I am a similar camp friend. He's very
What a
strong.
helpful person to society.
Yes.
I am. Aren't I great?
Yeah. Anyways, Paxi, you should probably put that fireball down before you start a third one.
Very true.
Alright.
Dylan Drew, Ryan just texted me asking if you guys want to play Magic once D&D is done.
I gotta wash clothes and stuff first, so we'll
I
see.
do too.
Okay.
But yeah, next session will be on the 30th of January. There should be combat in time there. This is more of a world building / session.
We're going to have to fight 18 random encounters of the tide in order to get to Chaluda.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
So what do you think the overall net change on the number of people alive? What do you think the effect of us being on the continent has been in that regard? Positive, negative.
Mostly negative.
Mostly negative right now. You guys currently have a kill score of thousands of people right now. Due to my getting nuked.
Our KDA is really fucking good, but on the downside, though, that KDA was never going to be.
But
You've also got a lot of friendly fire medals, particularly the Paxi.
Yeah. To be fair, though, Shador and Chaluda would have probably exploded if we didn't help, so that's a good thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys go to the kingdom, you save it from a powerful threat, and then you unleash another
Even more powerful threat.
and then you leave.
Yes.
That's like the
I guess
current theme at the moment.
technically the life drain golem, we stopped it and then released it. So if we weren't ever there, it would have just done what it did anyway.
Actually, if you guys were never there, it probably would have never looked at Spot.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. It
All right,
doesn't
so that is
chase
our
things
fault.
unless it doesn't chase things unless it detects life, and right now it was just standing around in a place devoid of life. And any person it encountered usually died instantly because civilian HP. So you guys were the first tanky people to first stumble upon, and then it chased you into a place with life.
Let me see if I understand. So we went to Shador, saved it from meat, made a meat sword. Went to Marclasia, saved it from metal, made a life drain goal. And then we went to Chaluda and saved it from demons. And so far it hasn't been bad until ACAT takes a heel turn. That's when it'll be bad.
No. We unleashed
you're right, the collector. Thank you.
punch. No. We unleashed Punchy Man of Doom, and he killed the druid or the tree spirit.
Tree. I mean, I think he unleashed himself a little bit.
Yeah, that was not your fault.
We'll figure out how it's.
But there is a collector, so that is something that's going on in Chaluda right now.
Yeah.
Not my
I
fault.
think of all the things going on, what is essentially a supernatural serial killer is honestly kind of low on the list.
It is.
Yeah, so basically what our pattern is show up to a country, deal with a problem, leave having unleashed a bigger one.
Yes.
I mean, so far with Chaluda you introduced a slightly less bad problem, but only slightly.
Great. So we're at a net positive.
No.
As far as we know.
2 negatives and a positive so far.
Oh,
We,
well, I mean,
we
actually,
don't know because the country is surrounded by a giant magical thorn bush.
Okay, so wait a minute. We gave Margrasia back their
priestess.
high priestess, and then we killed everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Net
we
neutral.
solved the minor problem that the country had, and then unleashed the most devastating thing the country had ever seen.
Well, we did clear. We cleared them of Antigen before we unleashed the Lich in the middle of town.
I think you guys are at a slightly no, you're at a negative.
Yeah. To be
I
fair,
mean,
most of it is Paxy's fault.
the amount of people that must have died to the life drain golem in Margrasia has to be bigger than the number of people we've seen.
Temporary hit points was above 50,000. So
we destroyed a country. Royal we.
We?
We.
You're complicit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not there for that.
And now there's a possibility that you guys will be responsible for the entire existence. We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Wait, we did stop the Tears of the Frozen, so
yeah, but now all the other
we
on the timer.
We didn't start that. Oh, okay, yeah. We
No,
ended one apocalypse to unleash 6 more.
You know what? The one common denominator that exists with all of us fixing something and then something worse cropping up? Dylan.
Aha, yes.
I'm giving you guys a problem to solve. You're the ones who are unleashing the worst one at that point.
I think, okay, on one hand, DM is always the antagonist. On the other hand, the DM didn't take a bomb of, like, a potion of apocalypse and just give it to a random guy.
This whole time, Dylan's just like, I want to keep going with the story, but you guys keep fucking it up.
So, the DM didn't give the potion of apocalypse to a random guy. Instead, he gave it to Paxi, which is arguably worse.
That is true.
It was. It was. I regret my decision.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Dylan.
Hey, what is that stupid pus bone supposed to do that you took away from me, huh?
Destroy the world again.
What apocalypse was I gonna unleash with that?
Literally,
you will see from that.
Make the planet itself go away, and then we're all just floating in space. So, Dylan.
Yes?
If we were to go... I know time travel doesn't work like this, but if we were to go back in time, and just when we go into the clearing where the life drain golem is, we all just die, would that be the better timeline?
Yes.
Okay, good.
If the golem did not leave the clearing, it would not budge whatsoever, which means Margrasia would not collapse.
Okay.
Actually, even then, if the golem appeared anywhere else in Margrasia, there wouldn't be nearly as much casualties, but the fact that he popped right in the center of the capital was basically just free food everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good talk, everyone. Everything's Paxy's fault all the time. Glad we agree. Teamwork.
Love you, Dane.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye-bye.